things anyway, so.
Oh, I suffer.
Alright. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to AC2 High. And before we even start, we need to talk about something. Our previous recording went bye-bye. As in, like, OBS decided to remux, which is a option.
Very great option, by the way.
That was supposed to help with the rendering process. And remuxing it basically made it go to 1 second. Went from all that hours of footage to 1 second.
That's what a solution was.
Apparently, and we don't have that footage anymore, unfortunately. So we're going to stick with the audio version currently, and then I'll put like a thumbnail over to YouTube or some shit like that. But this will be our official episode 3, but a lot of things happened in episode 3. Justo was here. He might be here sometime during the session, but we are currently in the midst of a battle. But let's talk about what happened in the episode, and that way, for those on YouTube, there will be a mark that's on the screen currently of where you can go if you sincerely don't want to hear a recap.
Which makes sense.
It makes sense, but you might be lost.
You probably need to watch it, though. Listen to it.
It's not going to be long.
Listen to it.
It's not going to be long, but just letting you know. Simple as this. We start off the... Let me grab my notes, actually, because then I can actually say the right things.
Hey.
You want to start it off?
Yeah, so...
Grab my notes?
We started off with
Where's my...
Caleb's character, Trixie, introducing a god she was researching.
Where is it?
Outside and inside a game.
Eilistraee. Eilistraee, a lesser-known deity of drow song, dance, swordwork, hunting, moonlight, goodness, and beauty.
Exactly that.
And basically, I started talking about it, and a lot of the drows started gathering around me, and we're just like, hey, let's go find this thing. So, Trixie being Trixie, she's like, I guess this means a lot to them, so let's do it. So we started a pilgrimage. Mike's character, Tomas, joined.
I'm here.
Yep, he's here currently. Here's your character sheet, by the way. Your character, Tomas, by the way. He ended up coming and helping willingly and happily because he's happy to help anybody find someone to get to their journey. Whatever. The places they have like blah blah blah. Everlight is my light. Wow, right?
Wow.
I guess you're all religious now.
Potentially, who knows? I don't know what I believe. I don't know what she believes yet. Justo, Maxie actually had a... I'm sad because he actually had a really good moment in there, and you'll never hear it. It was actually a really good moment for Maxie, and unfortunately we don't have that audio. We actually talked about some deep things. But other than that...
Shit got real.
It got real quick as we started making our way to find a cave with a mouth in it that has some sort of church or some sort of worship area that's inside a dim light forest or something like that. We're in a dim light forest looking for a mouth of a cave of some sort. And we have a cleric. We introduced a lot of characters, so... You want to talk about them because they are technically your characters. The cleric, let's talk with her first.
Widow, the cleric, she just used her clairvoyance to basically scout on ahead, so this way they don't get too far off track.
Power involving swirling leaves.
She took lead on that. We have the buddy that was trying to help Bishop, who was trying to help Maxie in his walk because it seemed like no one else was trying to help him besides Trixie, and Trixie's doing a shit job. So that's what happened. That wasn't introduced. You introduced twins, right? Did you introduce twins, or am I wrong? Okay. Was there really any other character you introduced besides just fighters and normal people?
No, they were nameless.
They were nameless? They were just nameless people that are fighting.
Get behind us! Get behind us!
As we were on our way in the dimlit forest towards our destination, we came across an old rival of Trixie's. The guy that she killed in season 1, or thought she killed, and a new drow army of his, as they are looking to take her and
chickens.
I guess Maxie. I don't know why Maxie, but her to the
You will
Underdark.
find out in this episode.
Potentially. We ain't going to Underdark.
No, there's-
We ain't going no fucking Underdark.
We ain't
Screw
going
you.
there. Fuck that
Screw you.
shit. Fuck
No.
that
This,
shit.
this nigga going
Yeah,
down.
No idea.
This nigga's going down.
Oh, nice.
Nani.
And we are in the midst of a fight where a lot of steps happen. I think we should talk about the fight because it is pretty important. The steps that happened.
Yeah, so they used the military tactic of a stalemate, basically, to either withdraw the troops that were there, or for them to get impatient and rush on ahead, until one of the drow scouts decided that he was impatient, and he scouted on ahead to find if there was anything that would prolong them or stop them completely. We found a couple of traps. Not too sure which one all of them would be, but one was definitely an avalanche. So that was to be avoided at all costs. So the stalemate drew out a little bit longer until they sent a liaison. The liaison, of course, had a backup plan just in case something went wrong. Trixie launched a firebolt at them, and then in return he retaliated with a crossbow shot. And that's how the fight triggered, basically. It ended up with around 3 cockatrice coming out of the forest and assaulting the group. One person went down, that being Bishop, which
Frozen
is
solid.
petrified. One other person did go down completely. He's not dead. He was luckily spare the dying.
Yep.
Passed his first death saving throw as well.
That was a cool moment.
Oh,
I reached
yeah.
my hand down and I literally turned the same power and it just healed the fuck out of myself because I got smashed against the cart in epic fashion.
Oh yeah.
You got his ass crushed.
Not before
Yeah.
ain't dead yet.
Pretty much.
Actually, it's way more like he's a nice person outside of combat, but in combat, he's something else.
Yeah, you got it.
You got him, man.
Righteous. His burning hand attack isn't called burning hand. I nicknamed it Righteous Fury.
There you go.
You got it, bro. Point. TM. Trademark,
It
bro.
goes against the
And
rules, so I have to,
the
I have
fight
to pray for
continued.
forgiveness later.
The fight continued for a little bit, and after a few tips and tricks and a couple of definitely some micromanaging from our cleric to keep everyone alive, the only person that is currently not doing well is our petrified mate, who we haven't figured out what to do with yet.
Yeah, but the fight is still
Go.
ensuing.
Because after a while, Trixie decided, fuck this. She expeditious retreat like she normally does into the forest, right into the middle of battle,
Into the fray.
And basically decided to take these niggas on it. Straight up take them on.
Straight rolls.
So basically, throughout like the next couple turns, it's just them trying to hit her. Her shield growing stronger and keeping her more alive as she is just deflecting. You see this blood?
No.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's just that's righteous, dude.
You know, the same thing's been happening to me. It's literally freaking bizarre.
Picked a scab, probably.
That probably did. Righteous fury.
Ah, the blood from my hands.
Well, no, here's how Righteous Fury works. So as he stands there, he usually holds a shield and he's in combat now. He drops both of those weapons. His hands go on fire.
On
And then
fire,
his
bro.
eyes, like he closes his eyes and he
He's
opens
like,
them
yeah.
up and they're on fire. It is epic in my brain.
Absolutely.
And
Nothing wrong
it's
with that.
called Righteous Fury.
So I just deflected a whole bunch of their attacks for a few rounds. A couple of them came through, but only to hit just the shield armor that's growing over me, and not to actually penetrate me.
Yep.
So after a while, a couple of the drow ended up grabbing a few of them. I killed one, and two of them were just like, "No, please, no! What the fuck? Y'all too strong!"
Y'all too strong.
And I'm
Please.
like, okay, cool. Show me where the guy is. I don't know. Where are you? Where are you?
They were crying for their mammies.
And then after a while, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. And when my allies' turn came up, they threw them at me, and I thunderstepped off their asses to get to him. And then the ending scene was me, Maxie, and another shooter that's been shooting at top, looking at the big guy, and the big guy grabbing both of them by the heads, and then looking at me, only to be continued.
Wait, he got his hands on the...
Maxie and the shooter. The one that went like,
The one that was
pew, pew.
cloaked in the woods on top of the cliff.
Yep, and he was just
But
chilling.
He had the high ground.
He did, but he literally jumped up
Fucking
like a
leaped
freaking
up.
DK.
Or some shit.
He leaped right up.
Fire doesn't kill me.
It wasn't like a mountain. This is like...
I got that a decent slope, but man, it still got some jumps.
Oh yeah, it's still...
Jumping Vinland Saga style, and the Vikings like 20 feet in the fucking air, like an anime character. Just bam!
Other than that, we are pretty much done with the recap. We wish we can get into more detail, but we kind of need to start the episode, so we are just going... Those are the cliff notes, the good notes, everything. You pretty much know what happened, and without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start our next episode of AC Too High.
AC too high.
Just like I said, oh my god,
What the?
that's a lot of blood. That's a lot of blood.
And the fire rained down from the sky. No, there's no fire. There's no raining of fire. There's no sky.
And then a dragon attack.
And then a dragon. There's no
And you guys are dead. Dead.
And you guys are still alive.
Bring it on!
Ah!
I'll fight you with my fist.
Fist of fury.
By the way, you have 2 first levels and 1 second level. He's 1 turn. We only went 1 more turn after you left.
Wait.
So
Hold on.
just remember to take off 1 of your second levels. Yeah, because I used Prayer of Healing to heal everyone else that was hurting.
I trust you.
All right.
But the pain was no longer inside of their bodies. Alright. So, it was actually your turn because you did the thing. No, it was Eilistraee.
No, I went, and then I think he went,
Yes, it
and
was
then
Eilistraee.
I think it's somebody else's turn, but I don't know.
It was actually Maxie's turn.
Fucking asshole.
Okay, so that 1 second level.
Max is going to cower and fail. No, he's not. He's
What's he gonna do?
He's gonna shadow stab.
Oh my god, you're gonna play the character.
I've been
Yes.
playing a ton of Oblivion, so she's like,
You're gonna play the character. Oh my god. What happened? Is it bad?
Oh,
Does he get him?
he doesn't save.
Oh, you actually made Maxie do a cool thing right at the get-go?
Maxie instinctively takes out his dagger.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at the shadow and just plunges it straight through. And as he's holding him by the head, he just...
Disappears?
No. He just ducks out from underneath his head. And he just goes... Meh! Middle fingers to the sky.
Fuckhead.
and he actually hides.
yes, that's all right.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
He's gonna be focused on himself first.
oh, definitely.
So, I used both of my third levels. I used 1 second level and 2 first levels. So I have 2 second levels and 2 first levels.
And I just remembered, you guys know who else?
Some of us are.
Some.
You know what I mean by that.
One of us is Uman.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yes. And now I'm like, oh, it is still like,
There's some shade.
They're fighting.
We're in
not
trees.
on the mountain. Not on the mountain.
True enough, you're not
we were in
wrong.
the canopy of a forest.
Yes, but then there's the mountain pass that's next to you guys. Light. Yeah, that's actually why they use the smoke cover. That's so that the light doesn't affect them. But at the same time, it's still smoke. But anyways, I digress.
Right? I'm right there with you, buddy.
I digress. Yeah, so Maxie flees. And then it is actually Mr. Everlight's turn.
Alright.
What? Well, currently you are surrounded by the other.
He's dead.
You're kind of stuck with the other guys because you literally on protection duty, but you could
No,
attempt to.
they're dead. No, everyone's dead that you know of.
Seriously?
Yeah, enemy-wise, yeah.
Well, I was talking about him, like allies. He's
Yeah.
surrounded by allies. I was just talking about his position. I don't
Not
think
anywhere near enemies.
You see
There's-
nothing in general because the fog is too thick. Only can see 5 feet in front of you. All you heard was a giant boom, a thunderous clap, and you saw flesh and meat
Clap.
just being thrown and tossed about the place.
you could
Cast
either.
light.
I mean, there's that. I mean, you can use your reaction. Use your channel divinity. That might work.
Channel divinity.
You're literally the thing you do as a light filming player. Are you kidding me, dude?
I don't
Keep it
remember.
on, Caleb.
I do
Get
that.
off it.
I literally reach for my emblem and I'm like, light the darkness.
Okay, you shine your light brightly, but still to no avail. You can only see still 5 feet within front of you. And this fog is thick, and but what you do notice though is that there is a slight gap in between where it seems like a spell went off, and so it actually cleared up enough of the area around there, and that's about it. And you kind of just look out and you see just bones and blood and meat, clothing, a little bit of it.
I mean, there's that. You see where a spell went off. You don't know if it's the same area that things happen, but
move forward.
Definitely. You have 30 feet of movement, so you can move all the way, or you're going to just move until you see something.
Move until I see something.
Okay. Yeah, you just see the area is just filled with nothing but void of space, and the fog seems to want to fill back up in that area, but it is too pushed away, and it probably is already out where it's
Literally
extended.
feel the magic in the air
Oh,
from
yeah.
one.
You see a small dent in the ground where a blast was made, and it was pretty powerful, pretty strong. That's all you can assess.
Just like, the Everlight, this must end.
Like, what do you plan on doing?
If I should cast a spell, I only have 2 lists. I kind of don't want to.
I feel you.
Could use Shield of Faith. Creature
Because
destroys.
you've currently casted light, and then can cast something first level spell or higher.
Gonna go ahead and cast Shield of Faith.
Shield of
Shimmering
Faith.
field appears, surrounds a creature of your choice in the range, granting it to a bonus to AC for duration.
Okay, you
Can I do that to
technically only
myself?
see yourself, yes. That is.
Well, that helps your AC. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I'll give it a temporary bonus to.
There you go. You're helping yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I look into the goddess. He's like, grant me protection.
Okay.
And now you cast that spell.
So you shine a shimmering light over yourself that protects you.
Actually, picturing it in the fog, you can see nothing. You see like a light for a second. Woman's crazy. Woman's crazy.
And then
Pretty sure that was
is
a level.
now Mr. Big Stone Giant Man.
Oh, he goes
Darkness.
before me, right?
Yeah. that's
Okay.
important.
Just making sure.
So he just tries to make a save,
Makes sense.
and he fails. And he just
This is quite perplexing.
Oh, you think so, huh? It's about to get way worse.
I'll be fine. I'm always fine.
That's what they all say.
Isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the
Incredibly calm, by the way. She's. This is literally the calmest she's been in a fight.
Yeah, that was Maxie's movement. And Maxie's turn was fucking
Great.
20 AC right
Absolutely. And is it
All
my
my
turn?
health bag.
hell yeah.
My turn?
Yep.
My turn. I'm just kidding. I'm just so excited to do this. I've never used this spell before, and I'm going to. I picked it up, and I've never used it. And I'm happy to say that at this point, I look at it and I'm just like, I do the John Cena and just start waving my hands in front of me. But all I'm doing is throwing material components over my face
Oh.
as I cast Mirror Image. And 3 illusionary duplicates of myself surround it.
So, Trixie, your form just starts to shift and bend, and it almost seems to sway and move in tandem with you until you split into 5 technical copies of yourself. Like a Kagebushi no Jutsu!
Isn't it crazy? 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 Isn't it crazy?
Can you shut up? Can you shut up? Can you shut up? Can you shut up?
Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I?
He just looks at you and he just looks perturbed, but he can't move.
Right? And then all the Trixies, their hats start moving. And it's just, evil magic, evil magic, evil magic, evil magic, evil magic, evil magic. As I use my hat's ability to cast Sword Burst.
Okay.
As I am casting a cantrip, I don't know. As the sword,
This battle is also
it's
a learning
within-
experience for
it's
me.
within 5 feet of me.
Sword burst?
It's
Is
just-
this a metaphysical sword, or is that a melee attack?
It's not a melee attack. It's like, imagine Fable. Literally, I'll describe it to you. Because that's the best way for me to describe Sword Burst. You create a momentary circle of spectral blades. Like, literally out of nowhere, spectral blades just kind of
Oh,
appear.
so
What?
like Nonix.
You ever watch Bleach?
You ever played Fable?
Nonix.
That too.
Nonix. He literally
Nonix
just,
does that. Not
he
does
just
that.
creates swords out of thin air.
Swords, yeah, what that is.
He must make a dex save.
He fails.
Okay, cool. Easy enough. He takes 2d6 damage,
Dex save, he
guaranteed.
can't. He
Sure,
fails.
that's what I thought. Okay, that is a total of 7 damage.
7 damage?
Yep.
Yeah, he just says. As these swords just start spinning around your head, it literally just with ease, like butter slices through his charred skin. And you just hear a nasty, like a grinding sound as the blades just spin across him. And blood just squirts, and it's like a thick, viscous blood. It's curled and disgusting.
Hey, you know, whatever works.
Exactly.
I'd rather Tal'Dorei.
And
That's the end of my turn.
yeah, it is now Ally's turn. Which the guy is just like. he just takes out another quiver.
Oh, this kills me.
And I shoot arrow.
He actually misses. He's like. It's like it
It's
hits
first
him.
of all,
It like sticks into him, and it just like. He just like waits for like and he just hears nothing. He's like takes his apple core and just throws it, takes out another apple and backs up. And he just he goes Max distance and he just
Where's Maxie head?
and yeah. So those eyes on the floor, they don't really have a
An opportunity.
No, you guys are on a mountain.
Pretty much. He's just kind of looking for us at this moment. That's what's happening.
Yeah, no, they can't do anything. All right. That would be that for them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually, you just see a little dagger come from over the pass.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, that's for 19. Okay.
Oh, okay. You're doing great with Maxie, dude.
Well, Marcus is having a moment today. It's probably because Justo's not here. His character is
I mean, like, he literally rolled 4 natural ones yesterday. I'll be straight. And the only reason why he's success is because he has this little monkey thing.
Very true.
I have something in inventory, right?
I mean, like, he's good at rolling ones. I'll say that much.
It's 18 points of piercing damage.
Yikes.
This thing just sticks him right in the forehead, and it's just you just see the dagger just sticking out. It just vibrates and shakes and rattles and stops, and then another one comes. Also hits.
Damn, I'm seeing fire today.
Dealing 8 points of damage. You rolled max. Damn.
That's really good.
Yeah, and just boing, another one right there, like devil horn, just sticking out of his head.
God, this guy's gotta be hurting like a motherfucker right
Well,
now.
he's stuck. Currently just taking it.
Yep, he is literally.
We'll find out probably next turn, because...
Still Ebonite.
I keep moving until I can get close to this guy, I guess. Or following
make a
right.
perception check.
Perception check, because you're still kind of, like, trying to figure it out.
Oh yeah.
Wisdom. That should be good for you, actually.
He's dead.
+5.
Is it guaranteed +5 already? So it's +5, just in general? 16.
16. You're trying to wade through. You listen to the sounds. You hear a. You just like okay, might be in this direction. You start heading there, and you look upwards.
I don't care. Right?
Yeah.
We're having fun. Let's
Same,
go.
exactly. Yeah. You look up the mountain pass, and you're like, this is gonna be tough.
I wonder if I'm real. How far away am I from this?
You are another 20 feet up. You've moved 20 feet to get there.
Yeah, because I wasn't really caring initially.
So
But
right
I
now,
smacked into you.
Right now, you can start to climb using an athletics check, but you only get halfway up, and so you'll be literally there for a turn.
Hold on. I got something for my friend up there. 15-foot cone, so that's just out of range to use that.
You
But
got spider walk.
By the time he gets here, it's going to be over, potentially.
Probably.
With how it's going.
Yeah.
With how it's going, it's pretty bad for him currently. We'll see, though. We'll see, though.
I can't see him though.
You can see him currently.
I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on him. It has Sacred Flame, works within 60 feet.
That's a dex check, right?
Has a flame like radiance descends on creature.
Is it dex check?
I mean, yeah, just make
If it's
sure
a dex check?
he automatically fails. If not,
The target must succeed on a dexterity save.
So he fails, you get to do roll the damage, because he's
roll
stuck.
Just roll the
You
dex
see my
check.
body, my mind light up. I feel the pain in my body for a second. I'm like, Goddess, forgive me. My eyes go on fire again. All my fire attacks are now bent on that kind of rage now. Okay, I think that damage is 1d6.
2d6, because you're level 5. Just roll it twice.
5.
5, and then one more time. 10 damage.
I'm just like, oh.
He rolled 2 5s.
I let the fire like just course through me. Feel the rage once again.
The light.
The light!
I feel the light. The rage.
Yeah, like I said,
So
rage is in battle.
As you rush out
Yeah, he's
through
got to
the
be
smoke,
nice guy.
through
All
the
this
clouds,
that rage.
The
is
light.
you look upwards.
Alive in battle.
You see your friends facing this awful creature.
You see like 4 or 5 of me, by the way, just surrounding this guy.
I'm gonna have to shoot. I must have shot right through between two of them.
You just barely just singe the top of her hat.
I could see them like being unmoved though, like
This is normal combat. And
Say what?
this is
Say
like,
what?
It
So what? So
It
what?
deflects off of her temp shield and just boom. And just kind of it actually uses it as a ricochet to launch upwards and downwards at an arc, just plummeting straight into his back, charring it even further than it is. It actually can no longer get any darker. All it does is just singe the wounds that he has from the blades.
That's the one thing about us, drow. We're stubborn no matter what the fuck we're looking for.
That was a cantrip.
Cockroaches always.
No spell. That's all I can.
That's how you view us.
For a moment.
I
thought-
think-
Get on to it.
You're stuck.
Meanwhile,
stuck.
I actually come
Even
back
when
down
you
again.
get out.
This is
I still
just
have more.
the beginning.
Bring it on. That's not cute.
I could see like all of them like pointing at him at once.
Yep, just giving a stupid ass monologue. Go ahead. I think it's your turn, right?
Yeah.
What?
You hear him whistle once more.
Fuck me, dude. Fuck.
And a volley of flaming arrows
Shit.
head towards your cart.
Okay.
That is now unprotected.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
The smoke starts to dissipate. And beyond the smoke, you guys can see 5 drow members. All filled with arrows and quivers at the ready. One volley has set off. Everyone's in a panic. They're screaming and yelling, fuck. This is not how it's supposed to go. This is not how it's supposed to go.
We'll be fine. We'll figure it out.
Are you sure that you're willing to continue this fight?
I basically look down at you, basically saying, "Go."
My eyes burn in fire, and this time my
And you
hands
just hear a
flames
couple
grow
of people
worse.
just say, "Don't back down! This is our fight! This is our people!" And they're pumped.
All right, is that our side?
Yeah.
That's awesome. This is a
Like,
war
seriously.
literally going down underneath us.
A two.
This is so cool,
His flames have
man.
never went this high, so it's actually burning parts of his tunic off. Up his sleeve.
Does he get to do the thing, make a save real quick, or is there more shit? Or is he here?
Natural 20.
Hey, what's up, man?
I lost my
What's up?
contract. This is just me getting angry. Prepared to continue the fight. Angry clerics in the middle.
I'll take a moment to pause, guys.
Take a moment.
You want to? I think that's via you being a rogue already. Because you're a rogue already, you already get double proficiency and whatever it is. That's why you have double proficiency in stealth. They're just talking about what you normally have as a rogue. No. They're just talking about the check itself. They're not talking about you being able to do an advantage roll. They're just talking about the fact that you already have double proficiency with that skill. You already have it doubled because you're already doubled in stealth and doubled in sleight of hand. So you already have those 2 proficiencies, buddy. Double proficiencies.
Yeah, I'm ready to fight. I'll use all our main magic I've got. I'm going to use my mace, shield.
No. Better get here quick because it's getting crazy. We've already started because Mike came. So we.
You tell me he's been actually doing really badass.
Sounds good, man.
That's the character.
Yes, I told you we were going to start. We didn't know you were going to get here. You actually did great. We'll tell you when you get here
Yeah.
because we're in the middle of the thing. Peace off.
You sure?
I'm finally on his way.
This guy, he was just like, I was reading in Xanathar's guide
Oh
that
my goodness.
I get double proficiency when I make a
Yes.
check, and I'm just like, you already have double proficiencies
You
in
do
those
that.
skills
That's
as a
what
rogue.
expertise is. Bangs head against dresser.
It's whatever. It's just funny
Yeah.
as fuck that he called me for that.
Either way, whose turn is it? Does he say?
Does
he say?
Natural 20.
Gotcha.
Alrighty, so he
Is he going for my mirror images?
Alrighty. No. He goes for Maxie.
That makes sense.
He just takes the opportunity to attack. You don't have a weapon, so you want to punch him?
I do have a weapon. I have my sword whip. It's always on me. I just never have a chance to use it.
You don't have it equipped, though.
Equipped? I've always had it equipped.
No, you don't. You never said that.
I said that like a long time ago. It's never changed.
Oh.
That's the only weapon I can
That's
wield.
because you never use it, I guess.
I never use it.
It's just like, it's not there. Okay, yeah.
I never use it. I only use it for opportunity of attacks.
Alright, yeah, there you go.
It's the only time I feel like I could, and it's more useful.
Yeah, go to make one.
Appreciate it.
Magic sauce. Using it way more.
I have so much magic. It's so cool to play this class. 21.
21 hits, yeah.
What's the damage for it?
Which using the whip form?
Yes. Absolutely use the
1d6.
whip. 1d6? 1 damage.
1 damage. Alright.
I slapped him with
You
that.
just, what was that? You're tickling me!
And you don't know which one has it. Everyone has it.
I know, right? That shit's not funny. And he just literally leaps upwards, and he does a front flip,
This motherfucker.
and he just boom throws the ball and chain straight at Maxie.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's cool. Are you good? Did you do good?
Yeah.
Oh, you hit?
It does do the hit. You're hitting.
Does he know his HP?
Low.
No, that's right here. Cool. 26 he's currently at. How much damage?
26. Okay, that is
How much damage?
it's a 9.
9. So go ahead. How many uncanny dodges does he have?
Unlimited.
Unlimited? Uncanny
Yeah.
dodge.
Okay, yeah.
So he gets half the damage.
4.
4 damage. So 25. Or 22, sorry, 22.
There you go.
Erase that and put 22.
literally, Maxie is taking out another dagger to throw, and while this is happening, he literally looks up and he's like, and he just grazes past his face, buckling into
Yep,
the stone.
that's what he. That was the
right
original
beneath
name.
him. And he continues his leap, and he does another jump and another front flip. Boom! Ball and change. Go straight for Maxie once more.
Okay. If it
As
hits,
he's literally
uncanny dodge.
leaping off of the side of the fucking mountain on the other side,
That's so cool.
and another. He can't uncanny dodge that one. But
He can only do it once a
Yeah,
turn.
yes.
That makes
But
sense.
that one is 9 points of damage once more.
Okay, so just straight up 9 points of damage, which would equal 15. 15, because he was at 22.
Oh, yeah.
15.
Oh, 9.
Yep.
That's it. This time he just buckles straight into it.
Actually, that's
His
20.
face bruised and swollen.
That's 13, actually.
coughing up blood.
13.
He wipes his face off.
That was my fault. I said the wrong number.
While his teeth is bloodied, he just lets out a grin as he runs down the side of the mountain. I'll see you another time!
Is that what he says?
Yeah. He literally trips and falls down the mountain.
He ain't getting away.
He does that so that all of his movement is not wasted.
It's a good thing I have Expeditious Retreat still going.
But literally, Maxie peers over the edge, and he just sees...
I can fucking catch him.
Psychotic
I'm gonna fucking
motherfucker.
catch him. I can fucking catch him with Expeditious Retreat, man.
And I didn't get a roll for damage, see if he actually loves this shit.
I'm just like looking up his archers.
Barely. He's like, literally, you see, his collarbone snaps inwards.
Oh, he ain't getting away.
His arm is broken.
Picturing a
His
psychotic anime
leg,
character now.
his leg is just, he is limping on it. He's just, and that's the last sight Maxie sees before he sees him, and then he disappears beyond the ridges of the trees.
Oh, he ain't getting away.
Probably not. Who knows?
I'm using my expeditious retreat.
You hear, what is that? And Maxie sees a giant rock hurl past the tree lines and oh shit!
What is going on?
You just see from Maxie's perspective, he sees a hill giant, just chasing after this guy. You get back here, food! Get back here!
Okay, well, that guy's probably in a hell of a moment.
Actually, no, I don't think he speaks. No, he will not speak giant. No one understands what he says.
Just hearing a loud roar and
You
a
just hear.
But he sees him chasing.
Yes.
At this point, I'm just gonna, since he's gone and probably almost dead anyway, he was probably in retreat mode, I could presume, right? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna look at Mr. Everlight. I'm gonna be like, he's being a bitch and running away. He knows he can't beat us, so he's being a coward. Time to go back and save everyone else. And I use my movement to go down and join the fight.
Are you up fronting or taking a step back? Because you can see your allies rushing forward, forming a line with their shields.
I will. I mean, like, is it possible to get behind them?
Yeah, definitely.
Or
With the expeditious retreat, yeah.
in front of them?
You can do either.
This is. I still have my first. I have 2 first levels and 1 second level, so. I'm just gonna get in front.
So the enemy is in a V formation, leaving a 10-foot gap between each of them.
Okay. I am going to look at one of them. Let's see here. What's the range? Okay, cool. 60. They're definitely within 60 feet. There's a couple of them I can hit that are right next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I cast Flaming Spear at one of them, which is a 5-foot diameter. I will tell you the spell. 5-foot diameter sphere of fire appears in an unoccupied space of your choice. So it would appear right next to him.
So it's like water sphere. Okay.
And I literally concentrate on this every.
Yeah, so I was thinking
I make a concentration
water
check.
sphere is the same thing. Okay.
It's a concentration check for me every time I either get hit or something happens to me.
Is it when you move it as well, or just a con check?
No,
Or
whenever
just a
I,
normal concentration.
as it's just normal concentration, but as a bonus action, I can just ram people with it.
Yep.
So that's really what it is. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going the first person I see that's like right next to this V line, I'm just going to hit with that flaming spear.
Dex check or
It's a dex check.
alrighty. Fails.
Fails. 2d6 of damage, guaranteed.
Go.
That is a total of 8 damage. That guy.
8 damage. He just. What the fuck? All of his
Oops, sorry.
His quills. All of his quills suddenly catch on fire, and he's like, "No! Oh shit! No!
Basically, what it is it's in a shape of almost like my flaming sphere is in a shape of. Let's see, what can I make this? It's going to be in the shape of the sign that I saw in the book of what's the fucking name?
Archers are on that cliff.
Seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's going to be Eilistraee's symbol in the middle of it. That's just causing the flames itself to kind of erupt, but it's like literally the symbol of it. But it's just a sphere of fire. It's got the symbol in it. People can look at it as I
Ram people.
Yep, pretty much.
All right, yeah. His quills are literally on fire currently. He's like trying to put them out. Fuck.
Everyone, we got this. Their leader has retreated. It's only them. Protect each other.
Cowards! You will die! Are you doing anything else?
That was my bonus action to ram.
Okay.
It's a cast and then bonus action ram. So
Okay.
that's all I can
So
do.
they actually go for a left flank and force them into the flames. So they actually just charge them with the buckles. Just ramming into each one of them. Okay.
It's gonna be over by the time it gets here.
You know what? He lost.
He should have actually moved. They're behind here. We can only wait so long, man.
I am. Only so much daylight.
Yeah, so they start baking them back up into this sphere by forming a line themselves and shoulder charging each one of them. So they're getting closer and closer. Literally, the hairs on the back is just starting to singe as they're just getting closer. I'm like, no! Oh, fuck. And then some of the clerics, well, one of the clerics.
The one cleric, yeah.
The one cleric comes out, and she says, "Are you hurt?"
Oh, far from it. As she sees like a glowing shield just consistently wrapping around me.
Then she outstretches her hands, and she casts Soul of the Dead,
All of the dead.
and he falls. And he takes 7 psychic damage as his brain is just being boom, boom.
Sweet daddy.
He looks like he's succumbed to his pain and suffering inside of the flame sphere, and he just literally falls inside of it. His body catches, ignites. Oh yeah. And then you see her. She creates a duplicate of herself, casting it outwards.
By the way, my duplicates are gone. I had to hold concentration for that, so they just kind of.
And no, actually, she uses a spiritual weapon, and it's actually, what is her spiritual weapon like?
Your choice.
Yeah,
This is a brand new character you've introduced.
Let's see. For now,
A can of bang.
a can of bang. Yes, it is actually a can of whoop-ass.
Okay, cool.
So it
Can
just
of
literally has the word whoop-ass, a foot and ass right there, and
So it's just like an E, a foot, and a. That's the weapon.
natural 20.
Okay, I guess she's.
And she actually, the can of whoop-ass just literally collides into one of them. You can just hear their bones shatter.
Of course, this
inwards.
nigga's here.
As one of the enemies just
You're gonna get the
collapses
uncomfortable
straight
shit.
onto
I like
the
this
floor.
one too much now.
And she goes, "Yes! Suck on that!"
She just literally threw a can of wood.
Hell yeah. And, yeah. Wait for this sucker since it's his turn.
It is his turn.
It is his turn.
We'll basically have to describe it when that happens.
Yes, sucker.
No video right now.
Sucker.
I'll tell you what happened afterwards, but don't worry about it. Just
This guy!
get in here.
Get in
you
here.
can take your turn and we can describe what happened so far. It's currently happening.
It's currently happening.
It's already happened.
In a battle for 20 minutes against these guys.
Yeah, no, that's how D&D is, bro. It'd be like that. Like, sometimes our battles stretch on for like hour.
It's pretty cool.
It's immense.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about
I'm
that.
very, just as confused as you are about that.
No, it's just there, bro. Shut up.
Shut up. Okay, so the fight's been going on for a good bit.
Good bit.
Oh,
Good bit.
about 2 or 3 turns.
Good bit.
About 2 or 3 turns, and describe what happened so far.
All right, so Maxie, first thing you did was what you asked: shadow stab, plunging your sword straight into a shadow,
Okay.
and he just like fails to save.
He does.
You back up and you take refuge over the mountain pass. Then afterwards, he's like, "Yo, bro, I cannot have this happening." Goes up to him and scorching ray.
No.
He can't dodge because
Nope.
he's literally stunned.
Nope.
So he just takes the hits. like
Just
a
let him
champ.
go. Just let him go.
Afterwards, Trixie casts mirror image. And then what the hell he casts after? Oh, spectral blades!
Yeah, Retro Blades.
So swords swirled around her head like a spinning, whirling dervish and cut it back up to oblivion. Then, your little arrow guy is like,
Is he still in the tree?
yeah, no.
Not.
Never tree.
Top.
I mean, yes. So then
Dang.
afterwards, you just throw 2 daggers right over the mountain pass. Boom! Boom! Straight into his skull. He's like, "Argh!" In pain, but not dead. And so, he is like a brick. He is a stone wall of constitution and strength. He ain't got nothing else.
That makes sense. He ran away like a fish.
And so, you did a pretty good amount of damage to him, but he's just... And he's like, well, I have friends in high places and low forces. So the whole time you guys were in a battle, the enemy was encroaching from the other side, using the opportunity to sneak in while you guys were distracted enough. Backs turned, they started flaming arrows onto the carts, but your allies were not having that. So they formed a line, ready to take on anyone who dare challenge them. Trixie rushes down after the guy literally runs down the mountain, breaking his leg and shattering his collarbone.
Yep.
And he then has to run away from a hill giant who is now chasing him.
Archer guy, right? No, Archer.
No,
Guy is the one
main
who-
bad guy.
main bad guy.
Main guy.
Oh, wow, that was a bad roll.
No, he ran down the mountain purposely, so he didn't have to walk down it. And then he tripped down the mountain and kept tripping.
Barely lived.
He literally tripped down the mountain so that he didn't have to run.
Oh,
Yes.
Stupid strategy, but it worked.
He got him out of there.
so he's gone.
He is gone. He's being chased by a hill giant. You're probably not going to see him for a little while. Who knows? He might be in next episode. Not really. But
No.
he has to recover a lot. And so, your friends decided that it is
Great.
now upon themselves. After Trixie runs down the mountain, shouting words of encouragement, throwing out a giant spear of flaming fire towards the enemy. And now the allies have formed a line to actually back them up and into the fire, shoving them into it every turn, basically, until they either die or die. The cleric comes out, Toll of the Dead, spiritual weapon, in the form of a literal can of whoop-ass.
Yep. Knee and foot.
Mm-hmm.
This all happened in 40 minutes.
Yep. Probably less than that, but yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple things he missed too.
Oh, yeah. But that is where we're at. And then it is your turn. You are literally on top of the mountain watching a dumbass being chased by a hill giant, and then your friends down there being your friends.
You could go for him. I think we're fine.
But there's a giant there.
Yeah, it's a giant.
It's towering over the tree lines.
Yep.
So,
You know where he is at least.
so I'm like
Yeah.
this as opposed to this.
You see your friends battling a easy-looking fight for them.
10 archers, right?
It's definitely we're definitely
Five.
fighting the easier fight.
Yeah.
5 archers, 5 allies.
Idiot being asshole being chased by hill giant on the other side.
And then it's safe to assume that all the smoke is gone now.
Yeah.
Because her
Smoke is dissipated.
step.
What do you want to do? What are your actions?
How many feet away is giant and then?
Hill giants are like 100 feet. Because he really went down that mountain. Hardcore.
Psychopath threw himself off.
Yeah.
God.
He's being
Why?
chased by a hill giant. Was that on purpose or just kind of?
He didn't want to walk.
No, the hill giant was on purpose.
Kind of
Like-
happened.
It just happened.
It was going to be there. So yeah.
Okay. And then how many feet away are they? They're just like right there.
Yeah, basically. I mean, you have the upper hand because you are you have elevation.
Yeah.
You can literally possibly snipe him. He barely has any HP. He did hurt you. He hit you a couple of times. You're on 13.
13?
Yep.
Okay.
You could snipe him if you want to, but that's your choice.
The hill giant? No, the baddies.
Character. Oh.
Yeah, here you guys go. That'd be you, I guess.
What the fuck?
Would be a disadvantage, but
Way
you can always
disadvantage,
try.
yeah.
You want to try it?
I mean, like I said, you have elevation, so technically you wouldn't be able to throw it that far.
Yeah,
but I would
no.
say with elevation,
You could.
logic would overrule that.
You want to go for it?
But I mean, he's chasing the baddie.
Yeah, he's barely got any HP though. You could literally just kill him,
Yeah.
and he won't be a problem at all.
I'll just come back again. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Because who knows
He,
what
he already did it once again,
Mm-hmm.
who knows
so
what his
he's just
HP
gonna
is
keep
at.
coming back.
Yeah, he's one of the reoccurrings, like Guy Fiatu.
He needs to go. He needs to die.
Die,
He does not need to be here. He's just causing too much trouble.
I'll take one
One puck shot.
one puck shot at him, and then with the second attack I'll hit.
One of the others.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll. Disadvantage.
Okay.
That's it, and then
I mean, that could still hit. That's pretty good. That's
10.
no. That's 11. 11 doesn't hit though, right?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Don't hear anything. It's
The
probably,
wind.
It's probably one of the trees.
You can try again. You almost got it that time.
And then yeah, I'll go again.
Alright, go ahead.
Go for it.
I believe. So far, so good. Come on.
So far, yeah.
Come on,
but-
come on, come on.
20!
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
20! So 16.
Mm-hmm.
He rolled a 16 and a 1, which is a 20 for him. So he got a 16
You
over
hit.
20.
You hit. A natural one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit.
Guaranteed. You hit.
You literally, like, your hand slips and you almost stumble forward trying to catch yourself, just like holding on to one of the rock ledges. And you just see it fly through the air, guided. And what happens is crazy. You see one of the hill giants, they pick up a rock from off of the floor. And while that's happening, it tosses it up into the air at a perfect angle. And then it throws the rock. And as it throws the rock, it hits the end, the dull end of the blade. And it continues launching forward. Almost like a Hawkeye vision. You see it just... First, the dagger hits straight into his neck, and you can tell that by that time he's already dead. But then the rest of the rock boom, crashes down into him.
When I tell you he's good at rolling natural ones, I mean he's good at rolling natural ones.
And you hear the pitter-patter of little feet.
You killed him.
Okay, Bob.
Yes! I convinced him to take another puck shot. He rolled a 16 and a 1, but he has a monkey's paw, which turns
Monkey!
natural...
No!
What is it?
It's a rabbit's frozen.
A rabbit's
It's
paw?
frozen.
Sorry, I don't know.
It's just frozen.
A rabbit's paw that turns natural ones into 20s.
And you just hear in the back of your
And 20s
head,
into 1s.
and that's it.
You
We
see?
have no
That's
idea
all?
what just happened, so...
Yeah, no, they didn't get to see any of that.
All I pictured in this whole fight was just Trixie running out, do it! And he just flips out another knife and does it.
Since I used both attacks, I can't
But
move,
he, like,
right?
launched it from
Right, I can
forever.
use my
Like,
movement.
a long-ass
So I'll
range.
use my movement to actually
Like a fucking
head towards
Tarzan.
his body.
Goat.
His body, the
It
baddies.
is.
Because the baddies is...
It's way far.
Like a sphere.
It's way far. And there's a hill giant.
Still trying to kill him?
Yeah, they're stupid.
Oh, I thought they squished him.
They're stupid. They're not very smart.
That's a hill giant.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna do that. But hidden.
It's a 100-foot drop.
Drop?
I would
Yes.
just
So he
chill.
didn't even
You get
climb?
a really good thing. I just
He
chill.
literally
I'll just move down.
tossed his body across a mountain.
Yeah, I'll move down at least.
Go ahead.
Where's the archer?
He's over there.
He's chilling.
Yeah.
So we can at least see each other?
He's like crazy.
And then I'm gonna well, first I'll dangle an apple, and then give it to him, and then make my way down.
I'm making an athletics check. Does Maxie die trying to climb down the mountain?
Yeah,
What's up with
22. Yeah.
Okay. You make it
Mountain.
10 feet down.
Jesus, mountain.
You've got 90 feet left.
Picturing like ninja jumps down the rock.
You're climbing down a mountain.
Yeah,
Just picturing like Assassin's Creed.
because in my mentality, he may have something on him. He's completely crushed.
Maxie, you're gonna be so far
Right?
away from us, dude.
Like
Get
by
your ass
this,
killed by a hill
like
giant.
by this
You're
rock.
really close
Separate
down a
the party.
mountain.
He's just flat.
Don't separate the party. He is right now. The hill giant is literally
Don't do it.
going
Climb back
over
up
there,
first.
and he's picking the rock
I'll
up.
kill you.
He's just looking for me.
I don't have many spells.
I only have
And
one
that's the end
level
of the turn,
spell.
so that's all he does.
I have
Okay.
2 level 1 spells. That's all I got.
All right.
So it looks like he's picking him up, and he's probably about to eat him or take him home to cook or something.
I would let it happen and just come back to us because please don't split it.
Yeah, I made my way down.
And you'll draw that thing towards us. If that thing is satisfied and moves away.
Okay, that's my turn.
Is he just in your turn there?
Yeah, I don't want to retroact anything.
Okay.
I don't
Maxie is
want to be
like-
that guy.
You could be.
You could be.
Don't do it,
I'm
though.
in that guy. Alright,
Why
so-
did that not shock me?
I know, right? Mr. Everlight.
I guess I'm still in the range of the archers. That
You definitely are.
I was like,
Magic, yeah.
I'm gonna say this actually happened simultaneously
that was
around the
fucking
time
crazy.
Trixie was going down, and I looked over. My eyes are still on fire. My arms on fire, and you like literally go like this, and a flame spear appears. And I'm like, I like your thinking. He's like, boom,
You have the
fire.
spell, too?
I have flaming spear.
That's scary!
No, I
You
literally go
gotta
like
be
this, and I'm like,
kidding me.
boom, and I throw it at one of the
That's
other
amazing.
archers.
It's
like an archer that I've been
you
hearing.
see a molting flame of spear of flame. Another one.
He's actually held onto it for like a.
duplicate. It just comes from.
I just pictured
within
myself, like, holding the
one
spear,
flame
like, on
spear.
fire
It
for
just separates like a budding flame and just and it apparates and it takes on its own form. And they have to make dexterity saving throws.
I didn't expect them to actually have that spirit.
At
That
least
spell too.
I
That's
have a level.
very fucking funny. I guess that
Makes
makes sense
sense.
for a light domain player. Yeah.
2 of them pass, 1 of them fail.
Okay, so how much damage? Oh, let me see.
2d6.
2d6s.
I know because it just
1.
3 damage.
3
You
damage.
didn't have a lie.
Is that okay?
Not the greatest world. Not the baseball arm of Maxie, that's crown.
I don't do a lot.
Sorry, that was just dumb luck.
That what? Literally, it's the nature of the paw.
It's the nature
The
of
fucking
a
nature of
lucky
the
paw.
paw.
Lucky paw magic.
And I don't
Clear
really
lucky
know.
magic. I did that.
You just think that was
Me.
you.
Yeah, so I'm like.
Meanwhile, the other
Nobody
guy,
saw it
Yeah.
at all.
Nobody usually sees it.
I know. It's all
that's the nature of a rogue, to be honest.
I know,
Yeah.
right? No one sees their endeavors. They take down an entire castle by themselves. All right, let's go. What happened?
What did you even do?
Nothing. There's no blood on you and nothing like that. You're just like, I'm alright. But yeah, so they just all just like, oh fuck! Surrender, fuck it, not worth it. You guys give up? Because the allies don't. They're like, no! Fuck that!
I don't give up.
Okay, there we go.
As Trixie, I'm already in the mentality of this is a war. And if I break that mentality by showing mercy right now, fuck that. There's no mercy in that currently. I don't think she would show mercy.
Okay.
This enrages her.
Cool. All right. So, yeah, Mr. Eveline, what is your secondary action?
Bonus action, just ram it. Use your bonus action to ram the spear into one of them.
Yeah, I'll do that. And I'm just like this.
So you just collapse into it. So you're just moving it some more. All right. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Next saves.
You can see his eyes like lighting the fire for the first time. You see
2 pass,
Thomas
1 fail
in
again.
absolute rage
2d6
mode.
2d6.
3d6s.
2d6. Because you're using the same spell I am. 6 damage.
6 damage. All right, and it rakes across
I'll actually
them,
scream as I do it.
scattering across their back. Like,
This is his second battle ever, by
the
the
other
way.
one fails as well.
Yeah.
and
He's
so-
never killed people before the prior. Mostly people before.
At this point,
Are
actually,
you still enraged and stuff too?
Oh yeah. I call
they pretty
my
much dead?
burning hands righteous.
Are they,
fury.
like,
this,
at a point
he
where-
drops his weapons, like fire comes up his arm a little bit, and
It's
his
his
eyes
hand.
just
I
like
go.
open up
I
and they're
actually,
fire.
I raise my hand.
It's like all his pent up rage because he's such a nice guy, but in combat,
And I go,
it's like everything he holds. As
Tie them up.
do you guys cancel your flaming spears?
I cancel my flaming spell. Yes.
Okay.
And I go.
For a moment,
Enough.
I'm like,
Yeah.
and
Tie
the
them
fire
up.
goes out. Of my whole body.
Tie them up and keep them. Do you have a level? What is create or destroy water? What level spell is that?
Good question.
Because I just want to know if you can even use it or not.
I can. It would be the last spell I could use.
You can use. Use it on the thing that's on fire behind us.
Yeah.
Please.
Cast
Please
it.
use it.
Body?
Not the body.
The card.
The cart.
Not true.
The thing that we need.
Yeah. No.
You actually see water start to form, actually putting the steam out of his hands, and it's like he does, and then he's like, and it comes down like rainwater every time.
So you just see Tomas. He just starts sweating profusely and steam.
Steam's actually coming
from
off his
body.
fingertips from when the smoke and the fire was.
And you see him just outstretch his hand, and droplets of water start to form. And droplets start to get bigger and bigger and larger, till it's just.
And that is the last.
And then silence
Cantrips and spell.
and restitution is achieved.
God, I love this character. It's awesome.
You guys all take solace in your accomplishment. Maxie, what are you doing?
Eating an apple.
I sit there though.
You're
getting off the mountain?
you're a hunt on the mountain.
Are you getting off the mountain?
Don't do it.
Yeah,
He's doing
I'm
it.
going to the party.
Oh, you're going to the
Let
party?
us
Thank
check.
God.
Yeah.
You might have thought about it for a second. He's like,
Natural
You probably
two.
did.
Yeah, right?
he has a shiver. It's like he's like,
You fall down the mountain.
Is that what happens?
I don't know.
Oh,
Is it a
eight-
natural two?
18.
Okay. Whew. All
Without
right.
add-ons.
All right, cool. Natural 18. Perfect. You're just like, oh well, I might as well get back to the party. I'm the one who said not to separate it. Feels bad, bro. You hike back over the mountain.
actually, as the last little bits of rainwater fell, I just go like this. Steve, you could actually tell like he's like an emotional like wreck kind of partially. He's just like he calms down.
What was
He's
wrong
taking
with
a
that
deep
guy?
breath. He's got his own blood still partially like stained. He cured himself, but the blood from when he got snagged is still covering his tunic.
After.
It's a lovely day for a stroll.
There was a stroll today. There was a
I
stroll.
look over to assess
I'm
the
sorry.
damage.
I'm sorry, guys. I know that you guys were hell bent on killing me.
Everyone's like, that was crazy! Holy shit! Oh, the blood pumping through the veins!
Oh yes.
Oh, what was that?
Which what?
The whole thing?
They want to bring us back to the underdark.
All of us?
Mostly me. That's why I said that this was my burden to bear, and that's why I started to rush off to try and take care of it. But unfortunately, you guys got wrapped in it.
Wrapped up. I mean, we put ourselves in between the enemy and us. What are we gonna do? Just let them trounce on us?
We need to focus on the petrified one.
I mean,
He needs...
anyone got any anti-petrification? Anyone?
Anyone have more than just lesser restoration? Because that's not going to work.
I don't know, I'm spells.
We're all out. I'm dried out too.
I fought it all the way to the end. I was
Well,
rage mode.
Walking, and I'm gonna get my bear hat from the cart because he was in the cart.
I just walk solemnly back. I look at the mess. He's assessing it. He's like looking at the charred body. 'Cause he did kill the one guy, right? With the spear.
Is there a bear by you?
Bear.
There's a bear behind. There's a bear behind him.
Oh! Rip! Hiya!
And I'm looking.
So are you all right, bear?
Wow.
I just
Wow.
I just didn't want you to be in danger. Apple. And then I'm gonna look for like basically the people that I talked to. So Piscone.
Okay, he's just
Good?
there. He's just like, oh, thank goodness everything is okay. That was
I go see if
crazy.
anyone's wounded.
I'm tired.
You healed everyone that was wounded.
He looks around, sees everyone's fine, and he kind of wanders off on his own for a little bit, not too far away.
Before you go, can you possibly... Do you know anything else that might be able to help him be unpetrified? You probably don't, but I'm asking.
He actually rips off the remains of his burnt tunic, only leaving the chainmail below it. He drops it for a second, he's like, I need a minute, and he wanders off.
Well then...
The first battle.
Second battle, won the Ash Monster. First battle against the other people that weren't. And he didn't kill the Ash Monster, remember?
Can I find the cockatrice? A dead
There's a
cockatrice?
whole bunch. Read it out to me.
I want to potentially extract... Look at the beak of the cockatrice to see what caused it. To see if there's a way for me to reverse it.
Make a nature check.
Intelligence, baby.
Ooh, I'm going.
Yikes.
I'm going. Can I go?
Go where?
Because I know you like to do crap like that. Can I follow?
Oh, you can
I
come
had
with me.
211.
It's a
Right.
17.
17? Yeah. You assess just based on the beak. You kind of look at it, and you know that this creature in and of itself is no stronger than you, no smarter than you. It is just a defense mechanism. So it is not similar to on par with something that is of a greater standing of you.
Okay.
This is a lesser creature, so you figure that this is not permanent.
You figure that it will eventually fade?
Mm-hmm.
And
Not
it'll
too
come
sure
back?
how long, but just given the nature of this beast, it is a while, but not enough to warrant worrying.
Trixie, what are you figuring out here?
Just seeing what this petrification does and how long it lasts. But I think
Can
I
you code it in weapons?
I mean, you could potentially do that, but
You don't want to harvest the beaks?
Right.
Go and make a survival check.
Survival.
good news, your friend will be okay. Thought you would want to know that.
19.
Yeah.
I haven't made my
11?
way. I haven't
So
made
good
my
news.
way to
Weapons!
him. I haven't made my way to him yet.
And so, yeah.
I didn't even know it was Bishop.
It was.
You take off the beaks of the fallen enemies.
Psychopath.
I can just picture him sitting there humming while he's doing it. It's a happy tune. He's just like,
There we go. All right.
Wow, this is
Fun.
easy. It's like butter.
So, are we able to eat
he's just like
these
checking him. He's like,
What up?
things? Are we able to eat these things? They look like big dingy chickens.
I mean, probably. That's a good thought.
"Oh, I
Just
got
chopping the beaks
Gaikiatsu
off.
with this.
Do you know how to cook? I'm sure there's other people who do.
We need Gaikiatsu in our
I
party.
mean, you really do. He just needs to be a party member now.
Is there anyone on our party that knows how to cook?
Yeah, there are a couple.
Okay.
All right, we
We'll bring the
eat.
chickens and we're gonna stop here, set up camp.
They just say, is that wise?
No, not camp here.
No, they make things turn into stones, and so I think it's not very smart to do so.
Probably not. They have a good point.
All right.
Maybe a poison
Yeah.
our blood
Well,
system.
We have
can
other food.
always
We
test
should be
it.
fine.
Yeah.
Do you want to test
Do you
that?
want to be
Oh, please be my tester.
Well, I can make another animal and maybe eat it, or perhaps
You know, we
put
can just
some
hunt.
put some
It's a big forest,
blood
a
on my
mountain.
foot. I mean, I'm sure it has to be an open wound,
I
correct?
mean, we can always hunt bear.
No, she doesn't beat it.
I'm only jesting.
And then I'm gonna go over to Bishop. I'll put him in the cart. I'll put Bishop in the cart.
Okay, easy enough. He's pretty light, even though he's stoned. he's just a small kid. And he just,
I'm sorry, friend.
Good news. This is not a permanent effect that eventually wears off because of the nature of the creature. Creature's not that strong. It was just more or less a defense mechanism.
you just hear, where did you get this statue from?
It's not a statue. It's Bishop.
No! Bishop!
Yes, he'll be fine. though.
Why?
It'll wear off.
How many beaks?
Fuck!
It'll wear off,
No!
baby.
Those bastards!
Was it 3 beaks?
Yep.
I'm actually gonna carve up some meat too.
Carving up some meat. Carving up some meat. Oh.
I mean, I'm glad that you went with a holes reference for
Yeah,
some
yeah,
reason.
yeah. I think
Thanks
it
for
was
that.
necessary. I think it was necessary. At this moment.
I am going to take some time. I think we should. I say to the party, I say we should go about an hour out, and after about an hour,
I
we
return
rest.
solemnly back. It's like the bottom part of his tunic is still somewhat intact, but the top part is just the chainmail.
Makes sense.
So,
You're good, dude.
Did you have fun?
Don't want to talk about it. It moves on.
Oh, so he's like Maxie.
No one's.
I do laugh at that. I do give it a giggle.
He looks at his hands for a second. He closes his hands and he just walks quietly.
Your hands are seen blood.
Hey, dude, you could always just go in the car with wrong cards. We're gonna go.
Let's get in one of those surviving cards. And he's
Maybe walking is his meditation.
got- yeah, he gets in the back of one
I'm
card.
being far behind, but sure.
He takes a short rest, I guess. No.
You take a
Card.
long rest. Don't take
Yeah.
a short rest.
Yeah, you need to spell.
Completely dazed by battle, he
Long rest.
falls
Well,
asleep.
so
in
right
the
now
back.
it's just gonna be we're just gonna advance the storyline basically. Yeah.
Oh, in that time?
No.
Alright.
What happened?
I wanted to see if these beaks, if I can grind them down to like a powder.
Do you have a kit that would allow you to do so?
I have too many kits.
There's
I
plenty
have
of kids.
Yeah, with
I have
disguise
lots
kit,
of kits.
for
I have
sure.
the disguise, the
You know,
dungeoneer,
these kits,
the thieves.
and you do not have anything. Trust me, you don't have.
You don't.
Not even the adventurers kit.
No.
No, not you. You literally
boss.
have to be a merchant or a smith to have something like that. You don't.
Can it be purchased?
Yeah, of course you can repurchase.
What would it be called so I can for future know what to buy?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, because I don't know what that is.
Alright, so at least
chisel a beak of a crocodile.
so I at least know that I have these beaks.
Yeah,
Like, okay,
and I do.
good.
After about an hour out, we set camp, and at that point, we start cooking food, making sure everybody's good, and I set a big campfire out, like big enough where like literally all of us can be surrounding, but we're kind of close,
Okay.
and we can talk about
And
things.
someone's like, I guess I'll bring him.
Of course,
Yeah.
Just don't bring him too close to the fire, dude.
No, of course. What's wrong with
He's
you?
gonna wake up.
rolling in. What's wrong with you?
He's gonna
What's
wake up
wrong
very
with
hot.
you?
I'm also gonna ask internally to the only shadow that talks to me if he witnessed anything. Have you witnessed anything that I wasn't able to detect while we were in this battle?
You fought well.
I'm just.
Yikes.
I'm just picturing a shadow that can
What?
that, dude.
Nice little bonfire.
Did you notice anything besides thanks?
You did not run away.
This time, no. You've been rather quiet than lately. Are you two bickering?
You can say that, or you cannot.
And is there any progression on what's above?
Russian.
This plan from the stars.
Have no connection to the hive.
Is it safe to say my own mind is still intact?
Is it safe to say you've been talking to yourself? I don't know. It's hard to tell.
What are you in need of that I may provide since we are sharing the same host?
I need you to survive, to become stronger, more adapt to your situations. You have to understand that the people around you are there to help make sure we do not die. And you, in part, ought to do the same. Trust is earned. But as quickly as it is earned, it is taken away, it is stripped. They do not trust me because I could not take over you. I am weak in their eyes, pathetic in their eyes, nothing in their eyes, shit in their eyes. So, we must become stronger than all of them. Every last one shall pay.
And is that progression going accordingly? I do not know all, but you're there to assist. We are in the same host.
You keep me alive, and I'll keep you alive. Is that understood?
And then I go into the dark sack, and I eat a face. but it looks like jerky at this point.
Do you walk away from the camp?
Yeah, I'm definitely not in enough light.
Okay, I'm just making sure that is said because I don't think it was. Okay,
Oh,
there we go.
There you go. Yeah, sorry. In my mind, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be by the campfire.
Everybody's by the campfire.
Oh, he's.
That sounds like
yeah.
something you go off into the dark and do in the shadows.
He's done that before where he hasn't said it, so I'm just gonna
Yeah. But all the while, he's just quiet. Not talking out loud.
I know that.
Yeah. That's
Pretty,
it.
I expect the
That's it
camp's
for
a
me.
bit spread out. I mean, it's close, but I see like a cart here, a cart there.
Yeah, it's like they have their
There.
own cliques, basically.
A lot of people moving around, getting water and food,
And
and
then I'm going to short
setting up
rest.
camp.
And merriment and all that good. Joy, happiness.
Well, long rest, because
we all
it's only 4
fully
hours,
at this
yeah.
point. We'll long rest and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I kind of just sit by a campfire and I look around and I kind of ask out loud, what do you guys hope to accomplish? What do you guys want from this?
Widow looks at you and says, faith, my child. Hope. Something to look forward to every day. And if she can guide us to where we need to go, to what steps we need to take, that's all we're asking for.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good answer. Great. Retarded.
It was wrong. That answer was wrong.
Right?
And you just say
Yeah.
chicken leg.
What would you eat?
Thanks,
Chicken leg.
The food cart paper.
No. I guess I just struggle with faith, but I'm learning. And maybe taking this step is a good way to learn who exactly I am myself.
Let me let you in on a little secret. We're all lost, confused, and scared. Nobody knows who we are. We came out of nowhere from a hole in the ground.
I think that is a good enough point to make all by itself.
It's like they don't even give a fuck what happened down there. They don't know what happened down there. And I think even if we told them,
They wouldn't care.
yeah, because honestly, I don't care what happened up here. We're two different worlds. We just don't want to be down there anymore.
Just an adaptation that is hard to make.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy waking up and seeing all these faces that just has a whole bunch of transgression and they don't understand why. It's confusing on my end and theirs. It's a cycle. It started from when the elves casted us off and Coralon had his fight with love. It's just spawned from there. You know, stories get passed down and twisted, shaped into however they want it to be perceived, and we're just caught in the middle of it. We were born at the wrong place at the wrong time. When Coralon was up there and he was making his moves, that's when we should have been born. But we weren't.
You never had a chance.
No. You just, we were born into this. We were born into the chaos, the entropy, the racism.
It's not fun waking up, and every time you wake up, there's just a whole bunch of people looking at you with just hatred.
The moment you popped out the womb is when they hated you.
I wonder how that feels.
You're not there!
I know.
I would punch you in the face if you said that
Sorry.
next to me. I would literally just punch you in the face.
That's how it feels.
I feel that every day too, by the way.
I'm gonna treat.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just letting you know that.
I don't know if I'm awake yet, even.
This is the only time that I've actually ever felt as though leadership was something that maybe I was made for.
Shit, you never know what the hell I'm made for until we come across it. I didn't know I'd be whipping around spells, having friends, paying for meals. We didn't have coin down there.
No.
We just stole whatever we needed to.
It's a whole bunch of headless men. Just dropped at my doorstep.
Oh, that's what the fuck?
Oh yeah, you never heard about that. It's a fucked up ritual that rich people did down there.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice. I get.
Do you know how much they hated dicks down
You're
there?
freaking her out now.
They hated dicks so much down
Uh-huh.
there that they would compete over who would have the male's attention and who would fuck
man.
its brains out so hard. And if one of the other women won, they would cut the head off of the man and give him to her.
I'm on my period. I gotta go take care of something.
No one wants to talk about this. This is some serious shit. I have some trauma here.
It's not a great pals.
I know. She doesn't know. She's just saying it.
She just runs off deeper into the forest, and she stumbles upon Maxie. Is Trixie always that intense?
Did she say something to you too?
Something about heads and dicks. I don't know if she meant dick heads or heads or both, or like heads and dick heads. I was so confused. I had to leave.
Would you like some pears?
What?
All
Sure.
right.
Yeah, no.
She's coming to you for some counseling.
Normal sounding.
Yeah. Oh. I haven't even seen my own vagina.
She said those are you too.
Nonetheless, dick heads cut off on my front doorstep.
I'm trying to torture her. That's just something that I haven't dealt with yet. Something I learned about drow culture recently. That's so fucked up. And it's almost impossible not to talk about
I was
it.
reading into it too. I was like,
They are a fucked up society.
Yeah.
Nobody likes them for many good reasons. If you're nice, you're a fucking outcast. They beat you. They torture you.
just you haven't seen your own vagina.
No.
I guess it would be weird to take a mirror, and I mean mine just hangs, so I suppose just enjoy the pears.
Yeah.
Take a minute, because that's a lot to. How old are you?
Young? For a drow? $50?
Yeah, just enjoy the pad.
Yeah.
A blanket?
Got my cloak.
Okay. Well, I'll be right here.
Glad someone's talked to and they don't have to get intense.
She's a very intense person.
Yeah,
She's intense
oh, yeah.
to a degree that is not okay.
she
No.
just caught me at a weird turning point.
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
And all you hear is friendship. Friendship. Say something.
Oh. So, obviously in my own head. So I get ignored, but you scream at me when you want me to say something.
Yes.
What about it?
Literally, you almost feel like a psychic thud in the back of your head, and you kind of just your body just forces you to like shoulder to shoulder her. She goes, oh. And she just like tenses up for a little while and then relaxes. Huh.
I tripped. This is a good pair.
She just sits down and she talks to you. Friendship now been achieved. 1 star.
Oh shit! Ah! He looks up. What the fuck is? Where's the killing star?
I'm just kind of by myself, like roasting a marshmallow or something.
Ooh.
Just toasting it a little bit. Kind
I
of
didn't know we had
just
marshmallows
looking at
there.
the fire.
Well, you're not around to know.
No, I meant in like our setting, like D&D.
I mean, you can make.
Anything.
Yeah. I mean, we made a Taco Bell card.
He will basically tell you if you can't do it.
Yeah.
He'll speak up and just be like, it's
Good
not
God.
possible.
You think they're marshmallows, but they're sugar. Sugar cubes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of
Okay.
look up, I look around. I went to the bathroom. I was going to actually talk to him.
I
He's probably
mean, you
using the
could talk to
bathroom.
him.
He's using the bathroom.
So
He went-
Thomas!
that's probably where he went.
Are you obviously in my own head? Are you telling me to create
Bonds.
fiendships?
Bonds. Strengthen them.
Like shackles?
No! Bonds of friendship. Do you know not of the human thing? Friendship thing?
No.
I know more than you insolent fool!
You're like thousands of years old.
Must I do it myself?
Okay.
Are you relinquishing control? Alright.
Create some friendship and chime me back in.
I
Let me
actually
see
get
what's-
out. I was sleeping and I finally wake up from the cart. I get up. I put on another tunic underneath the chainmail, but my robes are missing.
Alright, it's going to be an interesting scene in a little while.
I step out of the wagon. I was like, I go join Trixie by the fire.
I look over and I'm like,
Get you by the fire. You little
You
long
can see as he
head.
got out, he shuffled his prayer beads back into his to the side of his pouch. So he's wearing.
at this point, I take off my hat. I let my hair down. Take off my boots.
Is that a girl?
Nani?
It's a girl.
Nani?
And then I look over and I'm just like, are you doing a little bit better?
I'm sorry, I had to pray after the battle. I lost myself. Confusion, not the light. It's not that I was afraid, it's that I liked it. I got lost in the flame. Something I had to pray for forgiveness to the goddess. Sometimes. I mean, I've always been a troubled child. I don't know much about my original parents. My father was a flame mage. Apparently, he killed a lot of people, but I don't know much about him. I grew up mostly in the monastery. I was left at their door. But I've always had to contain the rage, and I just lost it in battle today. Never fought before. So he feels the safe hands again for a second and he comes. But I'm good now. Move on. It's just something to struggle.
We all have our scars. Like with the man. I'm just kidding. Just start talking about the headless man.
No head.
Just like when a man is just you. I've already done that to you. I'm not going to traumatize you again.
No traumatization.
I'm good now.
We all have our
But
scars.
I know that there will be more battle. Might be hard to control the rage. All I can hope. But the goddess is forever forgiving.
Your faith is strong. Something I don't really have.
That's all I have. That's what I have. I was an outcast even at the monastery. I let this go when it really flows through me. Feel it. Today I felt rage, death when I saw those arrows raining down on the caravan, those people, danger. All I could just feel was the power, the fire. But I am calm now. I had to pray. I needed time. He doesn't really know the situation with he's like, how is Bishop?
He'll be fine. It's more or less the creature that caused that petrification is not near as strong as the will of man. And it will fade.
I might have read about it somewhere in a monastery. It does wear off.
I take it you haven't used magic for a long time.
Never been in battle before. The battle with the ash monster was the first battle I've ever even engaged in enemy with. I grew up in a monastery. We were, to be a true follower of the light, we pretty much abhorred violence in any form.
As you
But today
start
I couldn't.
talking, you can feel a warmth overshadowing you, and it's a pleasant warmth, and it gives you vibes of it's okay.
He's calm for a moment. He feels a feeling. He's like, but I think we should continue. I think we should continue to pursue this goal and not turn back. I've still got your back.
Not your friend.
Did anyone die today in our group? Actually, that was
You're the reason why they're alive, remember?
And I'll continue to defend the group.
That much is appreciated, my friend.
Yeah, we did good out there. We did real good.
I will say this. Magic is not something you get used to quick. You saw all the stuff that I was doing. It took a while to actually be able to control and manage it. It's not easy. And mine isn't come from faith or just power. It comes from here. I had to learn it. I had to spend hours of studying. Females aren't allowed to learn magic underground, so I had to learn it from someone else. Only males are known to do magic. At least male drows.
Well, all I know is that we all carry our own demons. But all I can do is carry on.
That's in my head.
Don't know that. There will definitely be more battles, more darkness.
I do pat my head and say thank you, my friend.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Try not to lose my humanity. Battle.
I don't think it's possible for someone like you to just lose their humanity. I'll be straight up.
This is temporary tuning, which you got from it.
Would you like something to eat?
Yeah, that would be good. Instead of reaching for a vegetable, he actually grabs a piece of meat.
Are you sure?
Yeah. After today, fuck it. Hey, it's actually his
vegetables ain't gonna quench my hunger.
the vegetarianism was actually something kind of forced on him in the monastery. They were all vegan.
So yeah, when you battle, it takes a lot out of yourself.
Absolutely.
Me.
Veggies are not gonna cut
Me.
you off.
Becoming bloodthirsty, boy. Some face jerky?
Blood feaster.
I pat him on the back. I take my boots and my robes to
Down by the
to a carriage. So I'm walking around barefoot with my normal hippie clothes on, with long hair, just kind of like going around checking to make sure. Oh, come on! Now. Going around checking on people, making sure they're good.
Whipping them in the face with my hair.
I'm not used to hippie clothes without the hippie weed.
Yeah,
Someone
I didn't put
some
the
other like drow sitting in the
The
corner.
beanie, yeah.
So hot.
Whoa, where'd you come from, bro? Where'd you get here?
I thought that was a guy.
Hey, man, guy.
And then like his friend like turns to him and reminds him like she could kill you with that. Snaps. Like this. Like that.
We pan back to you and your friend, and you hear inside your head, "Insolent fool, it has to be real."
So he's probably just like, well, I don't know about feelings and stuff, but you should probably talk to Sarah about her issues.
Abortion and that she shouldn't do it.
Is her name Sarah?
No.
Yeah, basically he's saying he fucked up to you. He can't do it.
Is that what he's saying?
You don't know.
Yeah.
You want an insight check?
Yeah. In my own mind!
Oh my
Do I trust my own brain?
Insight modifier.
Yeah, forget that he rolls it.
Right, yeah. Fuck. Oh, +1.
Plus one. I perceive that probably might do a better job than you. So he doesn't want it to look like you're crazy.
He just wanted to look like I'm crazy.
He just might wait.
1 minute you're
Maxie.
an outlandish, boisterous fellow, and the next minute you're recluse again. Outlandish, boisterous fellow, recluse. Outlandish, those are two polar opposites. He doesn't need that.
Well,
He doesn't need to draw suspicion.
all I would need if you were going to do something like that is I would at least want to see so I can take some mental notes.
You will not be able to see anything
Or remember anything for that.
Well, write it down.
unless you struggle.
There's only one way we can test this.
No, it has been tested already.
You just gotta do it.
Let's try it out. Her shoulder's pretty warm.
This will happen once, and only once.
You may like.
Alright? You,
All right. Now or never. Huh?
you get up, and you're like, wait up,
I would have.
let's make some noise. And she's like, what? No, we don't need to make noise. No, not like that. Let's go out. Let's go over there. Join the rest of the people. Celebrate the party. Celebrate. This is our first victory. On many. Oh, okay, sure, let's do this. You see Maxie running out from the forest with a happy face. A smile from ear to ear.
What?
Suspicion! Immediate
Insight check.
I'm sitting there and
Insight modifier.
I think it's actually I don't really ever do this, so let me check. That's actually something I don't ever really do. I'll check.
True. Yeah.
I should probably do that more as Trixie, but
I
still.
don't know. Let's
suspicious. The most suspect of everyone.
Why the fuck are you happy?
Plus 5.
You're not allowed to be happy.
Damn.
I have proficiency.
You're
What the
fucking
fuck is my
confused.
problem?
You're actually almost taken aback. You've never seen Maxie like this. He looks happy. He looks like he's about to start something. You're not sure if he's going to kill everyone.
I immediately walk over to him.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting.
Yeah.
Sleeping off
He's
and
just finally snapped, and he's just going to kill everyone there.
I don't even notice this. I'm like with the group, and someone actually offers me like alcohol. And
And
Hey,
Maxie
nothing wrong
actually
with that.
gets into the middle
Some
of the
people
place
die
and
today.
says, Guys! I think this is
Maybe he found love in the widow.
cause for
You
do
could.
celebration. Anyone can play instruments, dance, merriment, drink. Because this is our story. This is our adventure. We're going to be able to tell our kids about this. And our kids' kids.
This is very.
And they will remember this. This will go down in drow history. Think about this. This is not a simple task. This is not simple merriment. This is our lives. This is our livelihood. We've only got one to live. And you know what? If it happens that this is our last pilgrimage and our first pilgrimage, I want to be fucking happy. And I want every one of you to. I know, Bishop, you're not able to hear this, or you can. Who the fuck knows? If you can hear us, I know you'd be singing with us as well, because, guys, we need to turn up the volume in here. Alright,
Never do.
instruments, I don't care what it is. Band, an orchestra, let's fucking do this, guys. Let's do this. Oh, man.
What is going on?
Have him juggle daggers and stack them. Like,
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he starts juggling daggers, and he says, "Somebody, step it up." What do you mean? Oil. You sure? Yeah.
Everybody just goes back to what people are
Fire!
dancing around the
Yeah.
fire. Other
Fi-
people
fire?
are crowded in conversations.
Okay, step back a little bit. All right, whatever. We're gonna do this. All right. One blade's on fire. 2 blade. 3 blades.
What is going on?
Hey! Almost thought I was gonna die there. Actually, almost thought I was gonna die there. Oh!
What in the
Oh, I'm not
fuck?
gonna do that one again. Ah! Widow, do that thing! Do that thing again! What thing? The thing with the giant can of whoop-ass thing! I loved it! That shit was sick! And she goes, waste of magic, but you know what? Fuck it! She literally just, she conjures up a giant can of whoop-ass that also has a maraca around the perimeter of it, and it starts shaking feverishly, and everyone's just joining in. And
I'm talking to a few other drow, and you notice this like cute lady drow, and they start talking to her particularly. The other drow in the corner.
can I hear this?
yeah,
Why? Can I see? Or what's going on?
And
you
just-
like partially, like it's partial only vision but not hearing.
Mm-hmm.
You can just see everyone's super fucking stoked right now.
Yeah, people are
People are
dancing
getting
around.
hammered.
Being
I'm
lively.
not too hammered
People
because
are
of
playing
what
instruments.
just recently happened, that there was a fight and they don't want to be caught off guard.
Uh-huh.
I
People are playing.
consistently cast prestidigitation, sorry, to just kind of like have a couple of effects going around that just kind of lighten up the mood.
Yeah.
More people.
More warm effects.
More people have popped out alcohol. That must have been on one of the
Wanna
cards.
check?
Yeah.
That's a 1.
One.
Yeah.
I'm like sitting on a log near a fire, like surrounded by 3 or 4 other drow, and I'm like talking
It's
to
normal.
like a lady
It's
drow right
That's
now.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I'm not looking to do
It's
anything fantastic
Yeah.
anyway.
It's just not over the top. It's what you can do. It's just, so you were kind of.
I'm just
taken
trying to create
aback.
warm
You were taken
effects.
aback and you were confused by the situation in general, and you're just trying your best to just shoot off magic. It's going good though. It's going fine.
I'm not really going
I
crazy
can
with
see,
it.
I
It's
can
just
see
more or less
another drow
warm.
like pushing,
Yeah.
like just pulling out in a
Warm
whole
environment.
thing of like alcohol.
Yeah,
A whole barrel, a whole barrel.
And
Full keg.
everyone gathers around, interlocking and interweaving arms.
Oh shit.
And
We're doing
they start
this?
singing a kumbaya hymn. None that I know of right now because I didn't expect this to happen. So,
That's okay.
they just start singing and humming together in unison. And they go, Trixie!
Okay, fuck it.
I've also vanished from the celebration with one particular lady drow. area.
Oh shit.
Screw my religion.
Make a charisma check.
Yeah, make a charisma check on me.
I should roll with bonus because I kicked a lot of ass today.
Can I get a...
extra plus 2? Whatever your charisma.
Oh, that's pretty bad though.
What's your charisma modifier?
so
1.
4 plus 2, 6.
6?
You drank it too much.
She's, she kind of wants to get back to the merriment. She's like, maybe later. Thank you. Handsome.
Called your answer at least.
I'm just like,
You're drunk as fuck.
and
This is right the other
the
way.
other drow is like, here, more, take,
Mota.
We're all drunk. Drink.
Oh, yeah.
drink,
I'm just not doing it as much as everyone else is.
So you said he's befuddled
Yes.
by?
You.
Why?
Because you're weird.
You're the one doing this.
Why else would he be weirded out?
Really dancing on the fire.
It seems like everyone is having a lot of fun.
Don't get
This
too
should-
close. Come on.
This should bring them together to at least become
He
stronger.
staggers for a second, and then he drinks he drinks a little bit more. And he's making new friends in the corner.
I'm not weird, I'm just quiet.
Hey man.
That is the same thing.
Hey man.
We'll see what happens.
He's like laughing, and he just passes out on the ground later.
I can still juggle.
That was me.
Oh, good job.
I got much to learn.
Maxie, why did you do that? And what's wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm just happy. I didn't know how that fight was going to turn out. He was big. He was powerful. You took him down. He came back. That's nuts.
He's still alive though. He's still out there.
Hopefully not. I mean, I clipped him real good.
What?
Yeah, weird. Weirdest thing happened. I threw a dagger, and there was a giant, and you're not gonna believe me.
Try me.
Okay. When I threw it, the giant hit the dagger into the air, and then threw the rock into the guy. The dagger went through his neck, but then, of course, the rock crushed his body. And I was like, what the fuck? And I almost fell off the mountain. I almost fell off the mountain.
What? You, Why are you telling me things?
I was confused. I was so confused. I was
About
just like,
what?
it was an accident because the knife slipped out my hand. I was trying to throw it, but
At
it
this point, I
slipped.
grab my hand, I put my hand over his shoulder, and I'm guiding him to sit down.
Yeah.
I actually have him by the hand, and I literally turn his head and I look at him. That way he's speaking to me directly, and he understands that I'm paying attention. Are you okay?
Am I telling her?
No.
Yeah. I'm good.
No, you're not. This isn't good.
No, it is. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I just been sitting in the corner on the sidelines, just watching. It's not enough. It's not enough.
What's not enough?
I feel stronger than me. You're smarter than me. You're cuter than me. People like you.
Do you have eyes?
I do. I use them.
It's pretty much the exact opposite.
What do you mean?
That arena tournament was the most eye-opening thing ever.
I burnt down the Colosseum.
You fucked up on that end.
Yeah.
But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
That's
the
what
fight
I'm talking
against
about.
the Rangers. You are incredibly strong. In fact, so strong that you terrify me.
That wasn't even me.
True enough, you did tell me about that.
But I can't explain it. I didn't even know what it was.
Well, I'm just shocked that you're actually talking about this.
He like curls his legs inward and puts his chin on his knee and I'm sorry for everything that I've done. I'm a fool. I'm a fool.
I'm not a fool.
No, the pressure that my father put on me has been riding on me the entire time. He's just so great and powerful, skilled fighter. In and out through the shadows, zipping around like the shadows were his own. I could never be like that.
Since he mentions the father, you can activate the cloak.
He has no reason to.
Fair enough.
I go and I basically give him eye contact and I'm just like, you're not the only one who was pressured. I told you plenty of times that I didn't want that position.
He like shoulder nudges you. You rocked it. Rocked it so hard I wanted to take it. Sorry. The biggest sorry that I have ever had to muster up, and he kind of just looks away from you.
Why would I want that position?
It's hard to look at you sometimes because it's like I still see the blood on my hands and your facial expression and how it was excruciating, and I didn't want to do it. I had to do it, and I did, and I was done, and I did. And he starts to cry.
What are you saying?
Shut up.
I hug him and I tell him to shut the fuck up as I embrace him and let him cry. It's okay. I don't care. I don't.
Okay.
It's fine. Just calm down.
Alright.
We all have a lot of pressure, and If you think that I'm holding any negative weight towards you, I don't anymore.
You're making me cry.
Are you coming back?
I just noticed he's making me cry. That's kind of up to you at that point.
Your choice. It's your body.
Still
I
your
know.
body. He is not a full-on asshole like the other one.
I like where it's going. No, my bad hat is back.
Well, I guess that's all I really needed anyway, so. I appreciate the apology.
He just whittles up a shaky fist.
I hug him. I don't do that shit.
Just an
I make you sit down, and I go to prepare some s'mores for us. And I
You
come
just,
back with some s'mores.
Just knocks back a small drink.
Someone was kind of dragged back to one of the tents.
Are you still out cold?
I'm still out cold.
Okay, well
The
then
party's starting to die down. I probably
someone's gonna put you in the bed somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, my newfound friends did.
Yeah, I'll come back with the hug.
Right?
What is this?
These are s'mores. Chocolate substance with marshmallows and some crackers we found.
Oh my god.
Widow looks at you and she's just like, that was intense. Oh, that was, I never thought something like that just happens. What the fuck? Does that just happen to you guys?
I was born into it, like you said.
No, I mean that whole thing, the people and the attacking and the...
Did you have fun?
To be honest, I've been on crowd control for the past, ever since I've been up here.
Man, it was something.
You see,
He's never had
just-
chocolate.
I don't know, it was mortifying, but it was enthralling, and it was scary, and it was intense. It was
Years.
so many emotions I just didn't understand being put into a fight. I didn't know it was that complex. I just thought it was you run in and you hit things.
I'm gonna do another random charisma check. Probably in the night.
I think I'm feeling lucky. Feeling lucky, punk.
he's letting you do it. So
You did in the +2.
10,
11 plus 2, 13.
13. You get someone you think looks very,
I'm too drunk to know.
very good looking.
At least it looked good.
Don't touch me!
But right
Wait.
now, she looks amazing.
Let's just say when it comes morning, someone might run out of the tent.
Don't
and
touch
me. I'm not gonna remember.
I touched his dick. Oh
I
no!
drank too much.
Not to drink up the other
Some
lights.
people might have gotten laid.
Oh, the other lights.
I might have partook in the celebrations rather hard. Hey man, I was fighting for my life. I was this close to dying.
Yeah,
What's wrong with that?
When you're almost about to die, why not
Matter
suck a
what.
dick?
So I can impress the ladies.
Yeah, Widow just kind of, she kind of just hugs you guys and brings you in.
Is this like a triangle or side by side?
Side by side. She's like in the middle of this. Oh, I'm just glad you guys were there for that. Because I don't, without you guys' encouragement and skill on the battlefield, it would have been awful.
I smile.
I killed the baddie.
It's a heavy smile too, like a really big smile.
We couldn't have done it without you, Widow.
I mean, I didn't really do anything.
Nonsense.
I did open up a can of Opa.
Yes. Navigated us.
Yeah, I guess we all we all play our part, I guess, when it comes to group dynamics. Yeah. It's like a scale, balancing scale.
I said, at this point, I have a really big grin, like almost unnoticeable. How it's just really big and happy. And she basically goes to two of you and says, everyone seems to be going down for the night anyway. We must rest up and prepare for the
I just picture one drunk drow like trying to walk with Trixie. I love you, Trixie. You're so cool.
Sign this poster.
Hey, I love you, Trixie.
Yes.
Sign this wanted poster I found forever.
He falls over to
Boing!
There's actually like I just picture like certain like just members of the group like some didn't even make it to their tents and just on the ground.
They probably are.
They definitely know that they could have died, and they know that they
People
cannot
party
let that happen.
hard.
You know.
But they
Yeah, these are parties, man.
the regulars, the normal people, yes,
The
are
fighters.
One of the non-fighters are pretty lit, but the fighters, the people who need to be up front,
I can
they
get drunk easy.
icon
Yeah.
wears. They definitely don't drink too much.
Yeah. Well,
The night comes to a conclusion.
In the morning, it's like
me and okay, yeah, I was gonna do the same. Me and Widow can take a watch as well.
So all three of you?
Well, we need to take shifts. I'll take the first watch.
There are a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess then we'll just take all three of us. Will take the first watch. Then.
Okay. So.
Okay. Yeah. That took me back.
Yeah, I just read.
Yeah. You typically like time jump. I've never had chocolate before today.
What? You're silly. Have you never? You seem to be enjoying it though.
I can't.
What the
stop
fuck
it.
is
You can't eat
that
chocolate?
word?
No, I just can't stop it. It's so.
Who pronounces that? So stupid.
She reads out loud.
Oh.
Yes. She's not entirely.
Whose name is this? Who's
Yeah.
that?
She's not entirely crazy. No, it's oh,
Wow.
I can't.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, I was using sulfur for that shit. What am I
Wait, she's
doing?
That thing is. It moves?
Yes. Actually.
Don't touch it. Don't focus on it. It's
But
not
it's
worth it.
so adorable.
Do you want to wear it?
Can I?
And then
That's cute.
takes off the hat and puts it on her head.
He goes. Mm,
You allow it?
Oh.
Okay.
mm.
With permission. And
He kind of
obviously it's
goes-
like really
he
big.
kind of- Like it's. He reaches his hand back and he makes like a ass slapping motion. Mm.
I was gonna say blush, but it's like, like light purple. Light purple cheeks.
He just starts going.
Oh my god.
Like kissy faces. What is he doing?
He's expressing himself through dance.
Oh, okay.
So
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, it's
Where did you find it?
yeah. Well, my friends actually tried to kill him because he was trying to defend himself, and I decided
And he takes like a kung fu stance.
we I decided why kill him. There's no need to, so I friended him, and he's been with us ever since.
And he hasn't tried to eat you?
Nope. But
Cool.
I definitely always feed him, so maybe.
That's probably that's Good on you.
Could be.
Good thinking.
Fuck, that's why it didn't work. Ah. I was using fucking gold instead of iron and silver.
What you
What the
eating?
fuck?
What's
Oh.
you eating?
I was reading a spell that I was trying to cast a long time ago, maybe about a couple of days ago, when I couldn't find Maxie, called See Invisibility. And I was using gold instead of silver. Well, it's a pinch of talc, which is, I've got plenty in this component pack, and a small sprinkle of silver. For some reason, I put gold instead of silver.
You probably shouldn't, because that would probably harden him instead.
Exactly. It's a good thing I didn't find him.
And she kind of just starts looking over formulas with you. She's like, and so you mix this with that?
Yes.
And then explosions?
Oh, no, that's the wrong component that you're looking at right there. Exactly. What you're looking for is sulfur. Sulfur makes...
tough. You need
Sulfur is one of the most
some devil
impactful...
stuff.
No, it's more like burnt char.
That's what I always thought. I always thought it was. It's not devil stuff.
It's like... It's...
I
Not
always said
really.
Brimstone and sulfur.
It's just mostly used in negative light because fire is mostly looked in negative light.
Distance, you hear
Fire is just an element that isn't looked upon as good
The
because
bushes.
it burns.
I
Which
know
is
it's like
moving.
water suffocates people, but they don't complain about that. You go into the ocean. I don't know how to swim. I would more than likely die in water than the fire.
Roll for boner.
I think there's a strong chance you would die worse. I don't think it matters. It's going to be bad regardless. If you burn to death, it's going to hurt a
It's
lot.
gonna hurt.
If you choke to death in water, it's going to hurt a
There are
lot.
no, two lesser. Yeah. Oh god, that is. Ugh.
I don't think it matters. They're
Yeah,
both bad.
True. Oh boy.
At this point, the koala or Cookie is just kind of like resting on her head. So it starts climbing on her head as she's talking.
Ritual casted. Turn it back into a blah blah blah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, alright, go. Hula. What? Oh my god, you guys have so many interesting things.
Spoils of war.
You caught this beast?
It's my magical companion.
Oh.
Yes. It's in the shape of a koala, which I have yet
This
to
thing is a
actually
magic?
find.
It's a magic?
It's
Kind of just like
Yeah.
pops its chin and starts tickling it.
sure is.
Charge cable.
For Android?
Verge of death, yeah.
You kind of just
I memorized most of my stats, fortunately.
I think you just kind of like just bites the
But in
thing
combat
and
situations.
just goes.
Nibbles.
And she's like, "Aww,
Thank you.
you guys are so interesting.
There
We
you
gotta
go.
talk more
There it goes.
and shit."
You're one of the few people who actually wants to talk to us.
Stop eating those, you dumbass.
My tummy.
Yeah.
How much chocolate did you eat?
I don't know. I just kept eating from the bag.
God damn it, you
You
selfish
ate the
cunt!
entire.
You selfish cunt!
What the? Maxie.
What's wrong with you, man? I
I
spent so much gold on that fucking chocolate for everyone.
got sick of
Maxie.
rocks.
What do you?
We're not eating rocks.
how
We're
do you
eating
plan-
food.
How do you plan on repenting? This is a sin.
Got sick of rocks.
There's
He's the only one eating
An
rocks.
empty bag.
He would be the only one with a bag of rocks.
How do you even achieve that? Like, that's a proof to take a crap, you know?
Achieved.
How does that pass through your intestines?
Challenge accepted.
I'll
kill
I'll
you.
buy more.
I know. it's
Where?
At this point.
I don't know.
Oh, thank you.
What does one buy shop?
The fucking Iman that we're at. We're months away maybe from it.
That's a big
No,
word. I know, I started to like you. I don't know, maybe this is another city.
Now we're gonna have our first squabble.
You guys a thing or something?
No!
Shut up, light cheeks.
Shut up. What do you mean? I was just asking your question.
Shut
No!
up.
That's what I thought.
That's just like 50 years younger than me.
50 years older than me. Shut up, 50
And?
years older. Actually, how old
Why
are
does
you?
it matter?
You're 100, right? You're 100, shut up.
We're around the same age, so yes.
Old.
We're not necessarily
Like
old.
the old
Yeah,
folks.
We're not old, actually.
Old folks.
We're actually young
Young
compared.
for drows.
He knows that. Yeah.
I would say that I'm around like 70.
She 50. Damn, she 50, son. You look 50.
Shit! Right.
You look 50, girl. Catcaller.
Just a taste of womb.
70 years in the underdog, baby.
Oh yeah, 7 years under her belt.
Yeah, right. Monster. I guess it's daytime.
Oh, Nani!
I guess it's daytime. It's
Good time.
Does it change?
Yeah, it's a good time to break.
There's a shift in shitting people.
Okay.
No
Eat
name
on the
take a
morning.
shift.
Yeah, I guess I'll plant the seed with Widow.
Oh,
Metaphorically, right
in
now.
her womb.
You could just fuck her.
Whoa! God!
I don't think she's gonna say no to that.
Casually
right now.
trying, and you just put it inside of her.
I mean, this is not.
This is the Middle Ages.
This is not nowadays. This is the Middle Ages where
Yeah.
that's
Not
just
girls
normal.
Are easy. It's just that when you found someone you liked, you just like
Fuck them.
Well, it's by Skyrim logic.
He just
that
fucked.
You could die any given
Then
day.
tell me.
Yeah,
Or any
right.
given
Over and
situation.
over and over again.
I would
the
just try
same
and plow
exact
it.
scene because
I
you're
think-
in a
I think
safe
that's okay.
summer,
I think that's
and
okay.
you're gonna reload that shit.
I'm not
Yeah,
joking
you
either. You
can
think
five
you think I'm
with
fucking
Yeah, because I
around?
mean, eventually he
Enough
wants to
goals
plant
to trade
seeds.
for
Because I'm a
Wi-Fi.
seed.
But I used all my level.
That's
He-
fucking funny,
he
but
thinks,
like,
he thinks that he can spread the star.
Clerics are gonna start war, apparently.
That is a logical and sound deduction.
you should probably just fuck her if you want to fuck her.
Tell me when the shift is almost over.
It's over at this point.
Oh, okay.
Literally just ended. You're gonna fuck
Wow, that's actually something I can back on rolling for. That's the only thing.
her. Sure enough.
Everything else is just ridiculous.
So, I guess.
And then you have to roll
I wanna
in
see how
order
to
to
act this
score
out.
too. So
Yeah.
you make a roll
You want to just
to
roll
think
to
about it,
Yeah, well,
and then
to,
roll to do
yeah, to say yes or no. To see which. Okay, what do I roll for that?
charisma.
It's 13.
I have a plan.
I'm not the worst looking.
You're just not a school topper whatsoever.
Oh. It's a 3.
You just hear.
So he's like looking around, like
She's just like
I'm I just
sorry. We just met each other.
that's the chocolate.
Yeah,
Wild
oh,
in
yeah,
the
no.
distance.
It's chocolate too. It's just that.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
You start heading to bed. As soon as she like starts heading to bed, I kind of like look at her, and I'm like, "You're nervous? Is that it?
He doesn't even know how to cuddle. So it's like
You can sleep with me if you want. Sounds good to me." And then I'll just take your fucking mate for the night.
I never.
Start spooning you hard. You feel like Dick proud to get your back.
Take it! Please no!
I don't know subtle.
I don't have my robes. been
Death.
gone. Shit's big.
What? She literally said it already.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
I'm posted on a
Instagram.
tree.
Instagram.
Post on Instagram.
Above a tree.
Trixie is no longer a bitch.
She has been tainted.
That one guy, be like,
Oh my god. D&D selfies.
You want
Like
to do
if
those?
D&D, like if D&D characters had selfies.
Yeah, those are definitely
That's actually
portraits.
kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be cute. I was thinking in the future making like pages for
Yeah.
them.
I'm down with that.
That's what I wanted from it.
I'm down for that.
Fan art.
Drow! Guys, if you guys want to just go ahead and ship Maxie X Widow, go ahead and just can draw that, can talk about it, make some fanfic, bro. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not judging you. Judge it partially.
Take figures.
I mean, hey, that works.
Still art. My own daughter drew.
It works, right?
Really? That's
Yeah,
cute.
I put it in. Our
That's
game.
so cute.
It's nice to.
You'll see eventually.
Nice to.
And
I heard that.
is it morning? Is it daybreak now?
I
That'd be,
think so at this point.
What do you guys that were awake? You
Yeah.
see, you walk past my tent,
Yeah.
you will see a half naked female drow like get out of the tent and then run off.
Is that a trick?
What? She's still simply like,
Actually, something does happen.
What happened?
DM messed up.
What happens?
Oh no.
That was
Okay.
just really good lore.
So,
well, yeah, you didn't wake up with a hangover and have
You
a one night
guys
stand with some
here.
random
You're still
drow
sleeping.
you don't know about.
cover of darkness. You hear a loud, booming, echoing voice. Trixie! Maximus! When will you take your rightful heir?
I walk out, just kind of rubbing my eyes and shit. You're still alive.
How did you
Who?
know my middle name?
Who is this, by the way?
You can't really see anyone. You look around. Make an arcana check.
I don't wake up. I'm passed out from
Yeah, good.
very drunk sex with a random drow.
18.
18?
Yep.
You feel this is the liturgy being used as you can feel a magical presence in the voice.
You can just show your face. We're not going to kill you, man.
Maybe.
Shut up.
And everyone kind of just gathers around and they're just like,
I'm
what's
posted.
going on? What's happening?
What do I
Trying
see
to
since
figure
I'm
out.
above, like, I'm in a
You
tree?
basically
So would I
wake
see
up if
anything?
your girl wakes up too.
Hey, oh, I never said, oh shit. So much for my bells. Chest.
Why? Have you guys escaped to the surface world?
I do see the trick percent.
Do you think they love you up here? Do you think they care for you?
I'm like half drunk steak, so the lever like cares for all of us.
This shop
Shut
is
up.
dead.
Fireball.
I will melt. I'll point out this guy. I will melt you. Just let me go back. I'm like some person drunk. Let me go back and
Silence
You
him,
can go back.
or I will.
Okay, listen. And listen clearly. This has nothing to do with the people over here or on the surface world. This has to do with us finding ourselves and finding our own freedom from underdark. Whether
Have you
you...
made any progress? A foundation.
Okay.
Kidding? What are you gonna do? Sing Kumbaya around the campfire with tieflings and elves and humans, dwarves, gnomes, halflings? Think they love you? You think they love us?
You know, love is a very strong word.
The elves. The dirty, filthy, stinking elves.
drove us
Can I ask you a
to
question?
become beasts.
Do you even know what love is? Do you know what kind of word that means or how powerful that is?
No,
Probably not.
I know what power
I don't.
means.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him. Power? Power is only a momentary thing and can be zapped from you just like that. And once power is gone, then what do you have?
Terror,
Terror?
fear.
And? You like that?
It is how we rule
That's how you rule.
for centuries. And we've kept that order.
Okay, I can see I'm making no progress here.
Can you teach me that?
What do you want to do, and why are you here?
I've just come to warn you. When the dark curtain rises, anyone underneath it is ours.
I've heard that one.
So I'm sure you know who we're working with and how powerful they are.
I'm well aware of who you're working with. You can tell her yourself that I have no business of cooperating.
So you don't know. Perfect. Either way, once we have what we want,
The same thing.
we will kill them. We will kill you and your friends.
It's like they always say
I
this.
feel like shouting this out.
They like always say this, right? And then they're like, "Oh God, why did I make this decision? This decision's
Step back
so
out of the
terrible."
tent. Like, can you stop the shouting?
Just leave.
Stop shouting. Can you shout in the morning? When you don't have
Just
to
leave
echo?
and let these people be. They have nothing to do with us.
Bro.
For now, bon voyage.
Just go away, you loud motherfucker. Trying to sleep.
Who says bon voyage? It's such a stupid word. What the f-
God will
It's
fight
like all
you
these other
when
words
I
in this
feel
book.
better.
But it goes, what? So we're fine? That was just a threat? That was just a
Just a
warning?
threat. They know that they can't fucking take us.
What he speaks about is actually very powerful.
He's not wrong. Dark Curtain is something to be feared, but
Let's
we
not,
still don't know what he's talking about. So we can't.
that's-
That's only up to speculation.
What's the
Let's
dark
not,
curtain?
That's not what. What are you talking
What's
about?
They already are doing
what's the dark curtain? What's the dark curtain?
We
What's that?
don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So
Ah,
for all we know, they could be bullshitting.
oh.
They're drow. Remember? They're just trying to scare us.
Yeah. They drop too.
Not us. We're different. Obviously, we're up here for a reason. They're up here to scare us.
So
Yeah.
basically,
bring us
Max is
back.
gonna jump down from the tree
Ah!
because I'm just gonna assume
My
that
leg!
my leg. He actually died. It's sad. I'm gonna assume that you guys are just next to the tree, and then he's gonna go to Widow and put both hands on her shoulders and just be like, "Listen, you'll be all right." Heavy-handed. Heavy-handed.
Ah!
You'll be all right, especially with us.
Bear just kind of goes.
Again.
He does have a point. She's not going to make a move. You are.
She'll be fine. And
And she just kind of looks up and she's like, oh.
what's happening?
I don't know.
Maxie,
Can't see.
your bear's making weird sexual suggestions.
It's like so slow. It's just like creeping in.
So,
You'll be fine. The Dark Curtain is a plan that they might not even achieve.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's
Don't be afraid about what you don't know
the
about.
Dark Curtain. I've heard of it hundreds of times thus far. Silly Dark Curtain. Can't fuck with us.
You have.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
What do you know?
It's nothing to be worried about, right?
Etc. I actually never do that. This is funny. Go ahead.
Hard to lead.
And then
Someone's leaving that meat in the fire for too long.
there's no meat in the fire. What you looking
That's
at?
your brain cells. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And then I give him a nudge and just be like, just fucking do it. As I say, just fucking do it as I walk away. Penis, vagina. Oh my god, that's so horrible.
And it's an untold story. We don't know if it actually is going to happen, but it's something that they've been talking
And
about.
she's just looking at.
So what do you do? As Maxie.
It's still dark? Well, we said that.
We have.
We got interrupted.
Yeah, we
There we
got
go.
interrupted, so it's still technically dark.
Can we roll again? We'll wait till next
Go ahead.
time.
There you go. Just do it.
can check my dark curtain.
Oh, God. I don't shave. It's going to be hard to find. A 9. Death? No problem. Talking to girls? Ouch.
This is just. Sorry, it's not you. It's just the situation. It's.
I don't know what I even here's a form of comfort. Here's another pair. But if you need me, in the tree.
Guys, what are you doing? If you don't want to fuck, just come over in here. What? The what? Come on, I'm
Just
tired.
awkward chewing.
Yeah.
And you guys take your evening's respite.
He will.
Beware. Beware.
Beware. You can continue.
And the night comes to a close. Being all drows, holy shit. 4 hours. 4 hours. And all of you guys are perfectly fine.
Yep, that's all I need. That's all I need.
Meanwhile, Tomas.
You see another chick leave his tent. You're like,
Tomas. Tomas.
You see him actually step out of his tent. He's like, oh, fuck, I can't virgin anymore.
Finally.
Finally.
What was that last night? You probably like most of the stuff that happened. Whoa.
Train?
Uh,
What the fuck? It sounds like a train.
Everything
Yeah,
around
that was
here.
just a
really
horn.
loud.
That was a horn. A long one.
Longhorn?
Whoa, I get it. Whoa, whoa.
Are you?
Oh, I have such a hangover right now.
Have you ever drank before?
Do you not drink?
Not like that. I broke so many vows last night.
You broke so many what?
Vows.
Vows.
Vows?
Vows.
Vows.
Like on a water. Like on a water.
Someone like gives me something that will help
Vows?
me with the hangover. They're like, here you go.
I give you water, yes.
Tunic. A tonic, yeah. Tunic.
So, how do you repent for these broken
I give you water.
things?
Here's water for your hangover.
Do you
It's okay.
do you pray or do I whip you? I mean, do you get whipped?
Flagellation.
Our religion ain't that bad.
What?
Flagellation.
That's
It's not common, but it is practiced.
we don't practice.
I have a
that.
few on my back.
that's from Lolf, not me. You're looking right at me. What a
I'm
bitch.
looking at everybody.
You looked right at me, you
I
asswipe.
ended the sentence with you.
You looked right at me.
It is another beautiful day.
The
Created-
fucking asshole over here. What the shit?
You know what?
Let's just start this day off right. I don't even know what the hell was going on with him.
He sits there like a cup of water in his hands.
I
He's
was
just
gonna
like,
say have more s'mores.
I'm cool with that, but there's
We
no
don't have
chocolate.
anything. Maxie,
You ate all the chocolate,
you
you
ate all the
fat pig.
chocolate. Maxie,
Fine.
Mr. Piggy over here.
Other drows are probably going out of sense like,
You had more?
He's a liar! Of course he has more!
I just wanted to
all I
solve
have is one very serious concern.
Maxie, I thought.
Who did I have sex with last night?
That's why I was fucking this chick, right?
He doesn't even remember. He's like,
roll for dick or
No.
he's like,
No.
No, I'm the DM. Shut up.
Okay.
Good night.
And then I point. Whatever it is. I just go.
She giggles and like smiles and she like laughs and like,
And she just has like, it's not just her teeth. It's her nose, it's her eyes.
what's that?
They're average. Not bad.
Leave her alone.
Some
She's
of my new
beautiful in her
friends-
own way. Shut
some of
up.
my new friends come up to me.
I have to get you guys.
She's alright.
Teeth and nose.
She's normal.
Yeah, it's fine.
What's she look like? Just give a random description of someone.
She has short bob, so it's hard to tell between a guy and a girl, but there's lumps, there's lady lumps there. They're decent size, too, actually.
Oh, okay. What color hair?
White. Drows normally just
Have like white and blonde
naturally.
hair. Yeah.
But she seems to have small streaks of blue and green. Just almost highlights, like unnatural highlights. Probably like berries that were rubbed in her hair over the course of time. And it just naturally made a gradient.
That one right over there.
She like waves it.
It's her voice! No! No, she's
I'll give her the name Phelan. That's Phelan.
Phelan?
Phelan. Or Lynn. Most people just call her Lynn. Or Faye. Actually, I like the name Faye. It's better.
She just says, tonight again?
Yeah, why not?
Very long.
I had a long battle.
No, I think it's just a surface dweller thing.
Well, I've never slept with anyone before, but
It's just, I don't know, it's just, I've never slept for so long.
well, I'm gonna go do my morning prayer now. Would you like to join me? And then wander up.
I think, I don't know if I should be talking between gods and goddesses all day. Not my shtick.
That's okay. We choose our own path. He heads off. I can't laugh. He moves back out to the forest, so quiet spot and sunlit somewhere near
Then cannon comes down and a thunderstorm. No.
Man, he
As you do that,
was.
as you do that, I actually walk beside you, and I actually, in the middle of your prayer, I do walk and I sit right next to you, kind of with my knees together.
He sits down on his knees.
And I just listen.
Quietly.
I just listen. In the middle of your prayer.
Praying.
And then Widow comes. What are we doing?
It's like in a tree, and then there'd be light. It'd just be like.
Just feel, experience.
These are saying a prayer that would have been prayed for by the. I'm going to say the leader of our religion, which is that dark elf whose name is skipping my brain right now.
Not Dark Elf, the Gnome Pike.
That.
Right,
And I kind of just close my eyes and try to feel something.
You relax your eyes and make a percentile roll.
Oh boy. There we go. Trixie.
Again on my
Trixie
roll.
experiencing things. Oh god.
Baby, come to me.
Oh shit.
32.
32?
He steps up, then he puts his hands in the air. He's like, "Lights, be with us," and he completes his prayer. Alright.
Just feel your friends surrounding you. You feel their warmth.
Okay.
You feel good, though.
There's that.
He looks at his shield.
There's that. I'll take
There's a
that.
smith I should go check with on this. He sees like a small part of his armor slightly broken from when he gets smashed into the thing. Like, there's a smith.
Once we get back and patch you guys up.
And then I look the widow and I'm just like, the only way to really understand one's own path and one's own faith is by
Having it tested.
not only that, is by learning about others as well. And seeing how they do their thing. Not to say that one's belief is wrong compared to another, but it's good to learn about others. Knowledge is power.
But it's a weird thing. I've just never thought of that, so. Maybe.
There's power in what he does.
Yeah, I've seen that power. It's crazy.
He's crazy.
Oh yeah.
He's trippy, bro.
It's a very powerful fire mage who actually went crazy.
It's crazy. And is everyone ready to move forward?
Yeah, he looks around at the forest. Other than that, we need to stay on course. We should probably get moving. People are probably packing up by this point.
Everyone's packed up.
I've started
People are
helping pack up
repairing
since.
the cart,
You see me in the side with Faye, and I'm just smiling.
dousing the rest of the fire that was there. People are still kind of wary about the events of last night and the random encounter with the mysterious voice. And so it's kind of like they're not scared, they're not terrified.
I turned to one of my
but
new
they're
friends.
aware, definitely.
Did I shout at Shadow Guy last night?
No, you did shout at him, but you quickly shut up when we rushed you back into your tent.
We've heard this voice before.
No.
He was just using prestidigitation to raise his voice. It was kind of lame, if you ask me.
He grips his mace for a second. We'll need to be weary, though. There's probably more of them out there.
It's not a hard thing to do. Really easy.
And Widow says, this is, I guess, a test already.
It's the only way we know if we're strong enough to... It's the only way we know our faith is strong enough.
Exactly.
Get going here.
Did we
You're good, man.
turn tail and run?
I think we should push forward. We've
Instead
come
of ground?
far, and we pushed back. Besides, these people need to find what they're looking for.
And
If
she
we turn
turns
back, we
back
won't
and
find
she,
it.
She just rubs Bishop. You'll be here with us soon, buddy.
I look at Bishop for a second. I hadn't actually had a chance to really take a look at our petrified friend. I have 8 in medicine. Take a look.
People look like they started like putting like a halo of flowers
Yeah.
around his head.
I was gonna say I put a necklace on him.
Someone,
he wakes
he
up.
had like one of his hands. Someone very drunkenly. I reached down and because his hands was partially open, had a beer bottle pushed into it, or a mug, or like a tankard. You was just like probably.
Get rid of that, yes. I think this is a good place to stop
He's
this.
potty.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, color with.
Okay.
Woo!
Here we go.
Yeah, it was a little dog.
That shit was nuts! Wait,
Go
minis.
ahead and do the ending, guys.
Thank you for staying tuned to AC2 High!
Where you can't touch us.
Ooh!
Well,
Burn!
thank you for listening to another episode. We have a small clip we'll probably put somewhere for a YouTube video or a video in general. We are back on track with everything. Do not forget, soon, probably the end of this month, I'll open up where we actually do that giveaway we've been talking about forever. Because we're actually only 8 followers away from 100. I just haven't done much about it. But, once again, we thank you. And we...
We're gonna thank you so very much. Very much, thank you.
Like any feedback, ship the Widow and Maxie or
Ooh.
whoever, the
A tissue.
frog and
Tissue.
the bear. Yeah,
Tissue, dude.
anything you'd like.
A tissue and another tissue. Ooh,
Oh,
guys.
to put it in a
We
boogie
want
in
to
it.
see the fan art for that tissue on tissue action. You know what I'm saying? Tissue diving into tissue.
That's so stupid. No.
Head first. But
Don't
no,
forget to like,
in all
comment,
honesty, we really enjoyed this campaign. It's just coming to an interesting turn. There's been some development which is quite déçu for the weebs out there. We found Trixie is a big tsundere.
No!
Maxie's entity has livened the mood, the morale
That's a wild side.
of the entire party. And is it temporary? Is it permanent? Is he just going to go back to being Maxie? Most likely. Or probably not. Who knows? But yeah, it's an interesting development so far, guys. We just want to see you guys ride that journey as well. We want you to enjoy it as much as we do. So that is why we ask for feedback. Thank you. And may the Everlight guide you